Welcome everyone. This is DC Incentives episode 8, and we have a special guest in the building today. Our first guest, everyone. I'm all yelling them out and stuff. Look at that. Please. For us, our co-host, please introduce yourself. TC.
Oh, well, I'm TC. And, I'm third time here. It's my third time, right? Yeah, my third time, Yeah.
And drum roll, please, for our special guest to introduce herself.
Ooh, I get to drum roll. This is my first time here, and my name is Ifa Abeyo. So I get to chill with y'all, the intergalactic.
Absolutely. Yes. I'm loving the energy. Like, one thing I love about your energy is that when someone's like, hey, how you doing? Like, I am necessary. How you doing?
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. We are needed to be here.
Word.
Sure.
Word. Word. Let's get started, everyone. So, for introduction, what we're going to talk about black seed oil. As TC has it here, it's very beneficial, very good for you for black seed oil. Black seed oil is a flower plant or a herb that extracted from the seeds, and it has been used for medicine, therapeutic benefits for your health. So black seed oil has benefit treatments such as asthma, weight loss, skin, and hair. So another thing about the benefits, what it has is it boosts your immune system. So immune strength, which of course, when it boosts your immune system, inflammation control, blood sugar balance, heart healthy, respiratory health support, kills cancer cells, kidney support, liver health, weight loss, and of course, skin care. Is there anything you'd like to comment or question on that or anything?
Well, I especially like black seed oil is especially good for people who have like Crohn's disease and also colitis because that's an inflammatory disease.
Mm-hmm.
And it definitely helps treat that as well. And it also helps in nail growth as well. A lot of people don't realize that. And honestly, I take it every day. Like after I eat my breakfast, I take it with some water and you feel the effects. It's really good. Well, not actually with water, but drink after because it tastes disgusting.
Yeah. It's disgusting.
Yeah, it's nasty.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
Anything that's good for you is going to be nasty.
Yeah.
That's fact.
If it tastes like a sugar cane, they ain't doing it, Chief.
That's it. But it is good, especially good for sisters that are, you can also put it on your hair, as well, because you don't, have to take it. You can put it on your hair, and it helps women with their edges. It gives you your hair thickener, and you add that. Like you'll put that on, and then especially if you have locks, and you could put a little bit of, you can rub that on at night, and then when you get up in the morning, you could get fresh rosemary and mix it with some alkaline water and spritz it, and that'll make your locks and everything grow. Yes.
Okay.
What's up, everyone?
Okay.
I take that every day. I take it. I take black seed oil every day. Every day.
And I bet you didn't get sick for the Rona, right?
I'm
See?
good.
No Ronas over here.
Listen, we need to get back to basics of herbs and things like that to protect us.
Absolutely.
I agree.
So the black seed oil does. It boosts your immune system and it protects you. You know, so I guarantee you I didn't get sick.
I'm good.
See?
I'm okay. Everybody gets sick outside. I'm just like, well, it happened to me today.
like what in the haberdashery is going on here?
I don't play with that
what
stuff.
In the haberdasheries. Yeah, but no, it is. It's something that people should look into. for them to take as a part of their daily routine. It is worth it. It's not that expensive. You know, you want the real one. You don't, you know, you go other places, they water it down. So you also want to look at the consistency of it. It shouldn't be so watery. It should be a little bit thicker, you know. And to educate people on, you know, eating healthy, eating right. I'm a vegetarian, so listen, I'm not putting nothing that can reproduce in my system. But go ahead.
Speaking of vegetarian, please tell us what was the beginning process of vegetarian?
Okay, so off and on, I was a vegetarian for some years. So this time I did it because I was getting initiated. So, and they give you all this food, and I was disgusted by it, but I had to eat it. So, and I said afterwards, I'm going back to not eating meat. But when I first started, what I did was I hit all my cravings. I ate chicken for a week because I made a date of when I was going to start, right? Okay. So let's say this is May. So this is June. So July 6th would be a day that you say, that's the day I'm giving up meat. So I would eat chicken, beef, all kinds of stuff. And then a week or 2 weeks in advance, I would do the master cleanse. I'll do that for 3 days. And the master cleanse, for those that are strong. So what it is cayenne pepper, water, and lemons with maple syrup. Right?
You, Jax.
Right? And you would first drink sea salt water early in the morning, a big pitcher, right? Warm. And you will detox your whole body. Stuff that you might have ate when you were 3 years old is coming out. So get a book that you know you didn't read for a while that you always want to read because you're going to spend most of your day on the toilet. So you'll do that for 2 days because you need to flush your system, right?
So I get a whole new book.
A whole new book. And I would prefer, listen, for men, I think this is the best book. This and this. So I will give you all the titles. It's The Way of the Superior Man, and the other one is The Mastery of Love. Brothers need to read that, for real.
Okay.
So get that book and sit on the toilet for 2 days because you're not going nowhere. And you will, during the day, you don't eat food. All you do is drink this lemonade that's made of cayenne pepper, maple syrup, and lemons and water. And you would drink that all day, no food. You would drink it. Trust me, you will smell somebody that ate peanuts last month because you're going to smell food. No, for real. So you do that for 3 days because now you're flushing out your system. At night, you will drink a laxative tea before you go to bed. When you get up early in the morning, you drink the sea salt. That's the master cleanse. And you do that for 3 days, and you're flushing your system out. And then the next day, there's no meat whatsoever. You eat a lot of fruits, vegetables. You can do a 2-day raw, you know, and I've mastered it where cauliflower and nutritional yeast tastes like popcorn when you want to eat popcorn. You want ice cream, you freeze bananas, you get some agave, a little bit of almond milk, and just a little bit, and you put some cocoa on it, chocolate ice cream. Or you want to make chocolate mousse, avocado, little cocoa, little agave, little almond milk, you blend it, you got chocolate mousse. And everything is raw, nothing's cooked. So you can do that. But you do want to give yourself at least 2 weeks before your date. And first of all, after you do those 3 days of the master cleanse, trust me, you ain't going to want to eat anything anyway at all. Wow. But everything is back to nature. So yeah, so it's been 3 years. I don't eat meat.
I hope our listeners is right now taking notes right now.
I'm taking notes right now.
Right?
Yeah.
Right.
So, and it's more better. Your skin is more, when you take vitamins and minerals, because you should not just take vitamins, you need vitamins and minerals because we release a lot of toxins. And once a month, you get water, you pour alkaline water, you can put chlorophyll in it, and you put like drops of it, and with the mint, right? Because some people don't want the mint, but when you're detoxing, all of that is coming out your body. So you don't want to smell bad. So the mint, people will smell mint before they smell you. And you'll start noticing food will taste different. If you want to quit smoking, that's a perfect way. And you can take literally fruits to heal so many things. Like instead of taking aspirin, you could eat pineapples. That's nature's ibuprofen. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's so many things that you can do to make it better for you. But the first 3 days, oh, you're gonna look like shit. I'm not even gonna lie. You are. You're gonna look horrible. So yeah. But yeah, it's worth it. It's worth it to be a vegetarian. It's worth it.
It's so hard being healthy.
No, it's not.
I'm the fakest vegetarian you ever meet. I'm a vegetarian.
I love it. He said the fakest.
I'm the vegetarian for a good 2 days. I see Popeyes. I'm like, let me get me a chicken sandwich. No, I know.
You know what though? Because I've lived in Atlanta for 20 years, right? So when I came up here and I saw like the rats running on Jamaica Avenue while the store was closed by McDonald's, that just turned me off anyway. And then when I went into, no lie, I went into Dunkin' Donuts on Jamaica Avenue, and they had all these flies all over the food and stuff. I was like, oh, that's it. You ain't have to worry about me. I ain't eating nothing I'm good. I'm good. It's not, no. Especially at night. You want to really get over me? Walk up on the avenue at night, Jamaica Avenue. You see those rats going in those restaurants.
Yeah, the rats sounds like cats.
I can't. Okay. But yeah. But God bless those that do eat meat. I always say that. God bless you. You know, I'm just not doing it. I don't even have a craving for it. After a while, you know what it says? 21 days it becomes a habit. 91 days it becomes a lifestyle. If you can survive 91 days, it's a lifestyle. You know, if you can get through the first 21 days, shit, if you can get the first 3 days, you're good. Yeah. But it's worth it. It is. It is.
I love it. I love it. I love this conversation so far. I love it. I really love it. Absolutely.
Okay, so what's the next topic? What's the next topic?
The next topic, we are definitely going to ask you a question because it's a lot going on right now. And I think our listeners really need to have maybe some spiritual guidance or some spiritual advice while everything is going on right now. You got the news, pumping our minds with fear and anger and sadness of what's going on. And it's really like, especially in 2020, it's not even the end of the year yet. And it's, and it's so much.
It's a movie.
It's definitely a movie. So it's so much negative things pumping our brain, especially when we watch TV, and it's really draining. It's really draining us. And and then you got people here that really is not really for the cause either. So how can we protect our energy? How can we protect our energy?
It's crazy because yesterday I was sitting in the car with my son and we was talking about this. And we was talking about topics and things like that. And I asked him, did he see Dave Chappelle's 846? Did y'all see it?
I ain't get to see it yet. I ain't seen it yet.
You gotta see it.
I ain't get a chance to see it yet.
Yes.
So tell me about it. I ain't get to see it yet.
Respect to Dave Chappelle. Seriously.
Absolutely.
I will say that. Respect to Dave Chappelle. And, I didn't see, because I didn't want to see it. And I understand for the brother that got killed by the cop. And I just saw the picture of him kneeling on him with his hands in his pocket, fuck a life. Now we got people being hung. In this day and age, hung. But these things have been going on. We just now seeing it because we have social media and we can post it and the word can come out quicker. Because there's parts of the South, there's parts of Staten Island in New York that Black people are not allowed to go to. Really? On some real. So it is certain parts where we are looked at, where I remember working for the store, this Botanica, and they would follow around Black people But it was never the black people that would come in there and steal. It'd be the white girls that would come in there and steal, put it in their bag, because no one's following them. But it is so much that we are seeing that is scary. And I love what Chris Rock said. He said, we can't say that the black man is a endangered species because endangered species are protected by the government. We ain't protected by nobody. But it's not only men, it's women too. The girl was hung and they said it was a suicide. You had a man that was in a drive-through that was asleep when someone could have just tapped on his car and said, hey, player, go park, I'll order it. Good Samaritans, right? But instead the cops came and, okay, he said it. My mother lived around the corner. I walked there. But they gave the breathalyzer. Okay, they was going to arrest him. He ran. Tell me what color person they go run. Like, for real. He ran. They killed him.
Yep.
What did they do? They burnt that damn Wendy's down.
Mm-hmm.
This is not a group or individual. This is the streets, because we are seeing our daughters, our sons, our grandsons, our nephews, our brothers, our husbands, our boyfriends getting murdered. Because this ain't an act. Murdered in the street by the very ones that took an oath to protect us.
Yes.
And who started it? But our lovely 45 that those are rocking out his hands. Now, have this been out? Years, centuries. The one thing that I do respect him for that he did for this country, to let us know that black folks are really looked at the bottom of the barrel. But we have more power than we ever can imagine. Now, most people say, oh my goodness, these people are not helping. They're not being a part. Listen, if you share, if you post, if you, whatever you can do, everybody plays a part in this cause. Everyone. Some people can't all go out there to march. Some people all can't go out there and rally. Some people can do better behind a keyboard. Some people can make flyers. Some people can go and hand out water. You had people that had their trucks open giving waters to the protesters. You know, some people might have brought the water. Listen, I can't be out there. Yeah. You know, I saw the 90-year-old lady marching. That was beautiful. I was like, oh, that's not my pops what they did. But the only thing we do is find ways of having these conversations that no one wants to have.
Yes.
Well, how do we teach our children? Don't run from the cops, but have your other friend on the side videoing it. Fuck that. Yeah, I need witnesses. You know, if they say put your hands up, put your hands up. Like it's sad that we have to teach our babies how to, you know, yes sir, no sir, like, you know, they the overseers. And to defund them. You hit people where their pockets are, you'll get a change. Now, what happened? We ain't never, since this all started, even before then, when did you ever see the police chief and all of them talk about how they're doing right? But when they started, those rappers and those basketball players and all those people that spend money, when they start taking that money back out their funds, now they want to hold a conference. I know you lying, but they are. But we as people, we have to have these conversations. We got to have them with ourselves. We got to have them with our children, with our families, in our communities. We need to have these conversations. We do need a plan, a strategy of saying, you know, hey, if y'all gonna get out there and march, we need y'all to, you know, be on point, you know, watch out, because they're gonna antagonize you. They're gonna say something smart. You're gonna have, look, the one that burnt down the Wendy's, that wasn't a black person. That was a white chick sitting there burning that down.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But looting was white people.
That's the crazy part. That's the crazy part, yeah.
Mm-hmm. But we need these conversations because, okay, now you have, black people and all races are out there fighting, because today it's us. Tomorrow it can very well be their asses. So all races are out there really taking a stand. You have Muslims, you got the Amish that's out there holding, because everybody saw themselves when they saw that cop kill that man. And when he called for his mother, that right there. Yes. So as Dave Chappelle said, he knew right then and there no one was going home. And that meant going home the same. No one. Whoever saw the video, if you saw the picture, you heard about the video, not going to be the same. No one. Nothing is going back to normal. So it's either we go hard or we just settle and just allow these people to keep treating us like shit and killing our children and killing all of that. But I'm going to say publicly, if we were to whoop Zimmerman's ass, none of this wouldn't have happened. But that man is still signing Skittle bags and handing them out as a token. No, we didn't stand up because we thought it didn't happen to us. It didn't happen where we were. It's not going to happen here. When did you ever hear of a lynching in this day and age? To having now where UPS workers are going to deliver in neighborhoods they've been delivering in, nigga go home. What you doing? You're calling the police. A man watching birds, and now they're calling the police. You standing in front of Starbucks, they calling the police. Serious? So when is enough is enough? Now people are tired. They're tired. They're tired of burying their kids. Then we got babies dying. It's not only in the street. You got hospitals. White people, you got a few white people, and they just posted that for the sister. She watched her son die. Her baby son died. Because the white nurse didn't want to touch him? That bitch should be she should be burnt, for real. Because he's black. She should be burnt.
Woo. I agree.
Watched a baby die.
Yeah.
And then the other nurses came in and she's screaming on the video like, oh, y'all killing my kid. Y'all, I told y'all. So, but we have to have these conversations, especially men. I'm serious. Our brothers, sisters need to be praying, doing all that for these brothers out here because y'all just for walking out the door. Shit, if you make it back in, you did a good deed. For real.
Yes.
Did a good deed. You know? But we gotta have these conversations. We gotta face all of this. We cannot sweep this under the rug no more. Because it's not in your state, it's not in your area. Today it ain't. Tomorrow it can very well be. Because these cops are on the war. They are. They're getting ready to be on some shoot first and fuck it. I ain't gonna lose my pension. I'm gonna be on desk duty or get transferred somewhere else. But if we defund the police fund, then they'll sing a different tune.
Yeah.
And I love it because the basketball players are not playing. Like everyone really is taking a stance in this.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Because they felt that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you see how it took a pandemic, no sports, no filming, TV, no anything, just for people to pay attention to what is going on right now?
Mm-hmm.
Look what it had to take. Look what it had to take. Exactly. They had no choice. Look what it had to take in order for you to pay attention. I'm like,
listen, this pandemic did a lot of things. First, I want to touch on the positive. It made parents get to know their children again. It made fathers learn their kids. It made families connect. It let a lot of parents see your kids are really goddamn bad. Yeah. It did. It taught a lot of things. It taught people that you need careers now, not just jobs. You need to save. You need to learn about money management. You need to learn to invest. It definitely did because, you know, it gave us a wake-up call. 2020 was all about waking up, you know? And if you do numerology, 2020 is 4. I bet you everybody now starts building a foundation because that's what 4 is, a foundation.
Of course.
2020 is about foundation building. It is making sure you're standing on solid ground because things like this can happen. Your jobs can be lost. What is your backup plan? You know, what do we do next? You got people that lost their jobs and, you know, this is the highest for unemployment and, you know, people are scared. They don't know. Then you wear a mask. Okay. Then you say the mask is protected. It's not protected. It's hospitals. We were not prepared. America was really not prepared for nothing. You know, shout out to Como. A lot of people don't like him, but he fighting for us.
Yeah.
I give him credit.
Give it to him.
I give him credit.
Yeah, he is fighting for us. He is.
Yes.
And our healthcare workers are not even prepared. Like other countries, you see them with the hazmat suits and all that. They take precautions. What we got? A little mask. That's it. Then the mask run out. Then the machines run out. Then now you got a hospital's tent inside Central Park. So we were not ready. We were not ready for nothing. Yeah, we New Yorkers, we cocky as shit, but we definitely, listen, we got a reality call that no one was prepared for. Schools, children that bust their ass to schools. They had to get a drive-by graduation, virtual. So many lives was lost. You couldn't go and pay your respects. You got to do it virtual. Like,
right?
Even now, like I went to Barnes and Nobles today to get the books. And, you know, me not thinking, I had the mask on, but me not thinking, I'm walking into Barnes and Nobles. The guy was like, hold on, wait. You got to wait in line. Whoever comes out, then we send the person in. And I'm like, Barnes and Nobles? I was like, damn, I forgot. So while we were in there, you know, you had 2 people to an aisle. Like nobody, it couldn't be 3 people that's in the book aisle. And I'm like, wow, this is really, wow. And everybody has like the shield, or they have the bar, the ropes there, so you don't get up on the counter, and you know, you do your own credit, or they have gloves and stuff. And I was like, wow, this is crazy. Social distancing, things that, you know, we were taught as kids. Don't go in everybody's house. Wash your hands. Make sure you wash your hands when you come in. Don't just dig in the refrigerator. Things that we normally, you know, in a household is where we have to be reminded now. Did you wash your hands?
Yeah.
Did you wash? Because, you know, usually you come out, you come inside, you wash your hands, you take your shoes off, you know what I'm saying? You go sit in the house or whatever. But now you got to get sprayed down, all of that. You're like, wow, you know, wow. But we got a wake-up call on every level. Now, the bad part, a lot of domestic violence cases came out of this. A lot of children that didn't eat, school was their only place. I respect to a lot of the restaurants in Brooklyn, because they were standing outside making sure kids had food. Out in Far Rockaway, they were out here making sure that kids had lunches at 12 o'clock and 6 o'clock. They were feeding the kids that, you know, that don't have that. Parents that thought it was so cute to have Balenciaga sneakers and belts and all of that, instead of having a laptop for their children and books and, you know, real food instead of oodles and noodles. Definitely got their ass handed on a platter, because you are this, you know, you look hood rich, which is cute, but it's not worthy.
Exactly.
Now your kids are the main ones on the line getting this free stuff, but you look good. You can't eat a Balenciaga belt. I seen a young girl with some Balenciaga sneakers. I said, oh, I didn't know you had those. She was like, yeah. I said, put it in the sentence, baby. What's that word? She said, I don't know. My mother brought these. I said, okay. But you don't have money to eat. So they definitely, on the flip side, they definitely learned that. You learned if people were living with somebody else or they had their own crib, you learned that if this is the man for you, because now how he gonna provide? Like you learned that. I say the only ones that really made money was the weed sellers.
Yeah,
they rich. They the new millionaires. I'm serious. The weed dealers are the rich ones. They are. I'm just saying, they are. I'm seeing them now. They was like, yo, you told me I was gonna get it. I was like, yeah, all right. And they started investing in stock. You know, they took on that Stash app. They started doing Cash App has stock. They started investing in it. I said, I'm not mad at you. All right. But yeah, they the ones that bank them and what they call them, the home health aides. Oh, they never gonna be nothing. They're essential workers now.
Yeah.
So they need it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it did give us a wake-up call. It let us know that we're not in control of anything.
No.
You know, but nothing. You know, I lost 12 people. The youngest one was 12 years old. A sister of mine lost her grandson. So, you know, a lot of people, and people was taking it as, it's a controversy. No, it's not. It's letting us know that.
I hate people talk like that.
Yeah, but it let us know that listen, if you didn't learn anything else, learn this. You got one life to live. Man, take advantage of everything. Travel, see the world, all of that. When shit, we was all on punishment. Whoever did something wrong, we all got to pay for it. I'm for real. I was like, shit, outside treat us like a black mama. Who broke the vase? I don't know. But everybody got in trouble. We all got in trouble. We all got our ass whooped. But it was sad because they didn't think it would be this long. So it's going to be a lot of people that's going to be without houses. America really did us wrong because all the other countries, they gave $24,000 for a period of different months. We get 12 and we got to pay it back next year because it's just a loan. So that's it.
Remember what Trump said?
Pay the rent?
Remember what Trump said? It's a hoax.
There you go.
He didn't take this serious, and that's the reason why we're in this pandemic in the first place. Well, a part of the reason why. One part.
No, we weren't, and it's crazy because a lot of people were talking about it. You know what I'm saying? You know what was sad though, when it first started, how they treated Chinese people. Oh. Man, I have a friend, you know, and she's man, they treated them so bad. I was on the van, and the mother and I guess that was her son. They were trying to get on the van, and the van driver cursed him out. He's like, "Get the fuck out of my van!" I was like, "They ain't got the Rona."
That actually happened?
Oh no, I'm
Seriously?
sorry, y'all. People, I don't know why people want to call. I was like, they don't have the Rona. I said, I know they lying, but they did. They. Oh my God, they dogged him out.
What? People
so ignorant, so ignorant.
And that's
they jumped my friend's son. They jumped her son. You know, because she's Chinese, so they jumped her son. It was a lot. It was like Chinese restaurants and stuff. Like now they're trying to bounce back, but a lot of them lost a lot of business. You know, the nail place. It's a lot. It definitely pulled the covers back from a lot of things, like the racism, all of that. You know, everything was exposed. You know, the saddest part was Black people hating on Black people. That's the hard part. That's the part that, because I took a lot of people off my page. Like, that's how you feel? Like, you've been feeling like that forever? You know, you don't like Black? Aren't you Black? Last I checked. Like, you know, did your color change? Like, it is a lot of my white friends that, you know, we're not friends no more. Like, delete and delete in real life too. But it is. All of this showed a lot of things that, listen, I'm gonna put it like this. The creator just said, you know what? Let me show all of y'all everything what's really going on. Boop. And we all got to see firsthand.
People's true colors.
I think it was I think this was a warning. That's why I think. I think that because a lot of people say, oh my God, it's the end of the world. I don't think it's the end of the world. I think this was a warning, my opinion.
To get it together.
Yeah.
To get it together.
We got too comfortable.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We got too comfortable.
And not only that, we're taking things for granted. And I think,
I believe that.
In my opinion, that when this whole thing is over, people's gonna go back to their lives. They're not gonna think about what happened, and this is just gonna go past. And it's.
I hope not, because normal means that we didn't accomplish anything.
Absolutely.
I hope not. I hope that we at least learn to get together as a people of color. We don't have banks, we don't have schools, we don't have anything that is geared toward us. We don't. And hopefully this will change. We will have, they took so many things out. They don't even do social stuff like Black history no more. Well, good. We should teach our own children our own history. They don't do cursive writing. You know what I mean? They took a lot of things out.
Yeah, we need to teach them. Quite much.
Yeah, well, listen, I'm going to J.G. Wentworth. The Board of Education owed me some money. I want my cash back. I want my money back. Because they lied to me.
I can't.
You see, they even tearing down Columbus statues now and stuff like that. It's about time.
That's because of the white supremacy of, what's going on.
And it's sad because no one's going to Central Park to say, let's give flowers and offering libation to our ancestors, because that's Seneca Village. That was an all-Black village.
Yep.
They leveled it. At least they gave us something to remember. They left the obelisk there. So, when are we going there to give honor to our ancestors? When? We so busy tearing down statues. Yeah, well, tear those damn statues down that's over there, because they don't belong there. And start giving some water and some flowers and pour libation, because those spirits are still there too. And it's sad because the only way people found that out, because they didn't teach you in school, is through hidden colors. It's the only way where people found out that Central Park was a Black village. I was like, are y'all serious? They was like, yeah, we didn't know. I was like, wow. And teaching our children. We have to teach them this. But please, don't let it go back to normal, because normal is where we fucked up at. We don't need normal no more. We need to elevate. We need to come together. We need to be a people. You know, when I go down Delancey Street, you have maybe like 8 blocks, and you have the Chinese church, the restaurants, the buildings. They get out there in the morning and do Tai Chi. The men watch, make sure the seniors are doing their thing, and they're watching them, making sure they're okay at 6 a.m. We have nothing. What we got? We got the hood. That's it. That's all we got. And we fighting each other over a block that nobody owns nothing on. Nothing.
Facts.
We don't own anything. We allow, you go on Jamaica Avenue, the Amish comes there and tell you about Jesus. Can we go over in the Amish neighborhoods and tell them about the Orisha? Hell no, we gonna get beat up or go to jail or lynched.
Absolutely.
But we allow this. We allow this. We allow these people to come in our bed. I remember when I went around to collect for an event we was gonna have in Queens. All these places where we spend our money. That's why I don't eat pizza. I went there. Hey, y'all been living here and y'all been here all these years. Help out. No, we don't do that. Oh, for real? I don't eat margaritas pizza. I don't care. Everybody get mad at me, but I don't eat it. Why are we supporting people and businesses that don't support us when we need it? Who's supporting our schools? Do they give anything? Nope. Are they helping any of our children? Football teams, basketball teams, baseball teams. All these ops that own the stores. What are they giving us in our neighborhoods? What are they building? What are they helping us with?
Nothing.
We go in there and spend all our money.
Mm.
Where do we represent us? Nowhere at all. None. But we'll still go there. Why? Because they give us credit. Because they'll let us buy stuff, and when we get our check, then we can pay it off. Oh, no, don't talk about them. No, but what are they helping this community? They've been here. They're getting rich off us. What are they doing for us?
Absolutely.
Make people accountable. But we're not doing that.
Yeah.
We're settling. Oh, you know, they give us credit. I can go over there and send my man over there to get a pack of cigarettes. Seriously? I can get a blunt. Come on. Poppy gonna look out for me. Tell Poppy to donate to one of these damn football teams.
Talk about it.
You know, the rifles over in Liberty Park and all of that. Come on, they struggling. So
talk about it.
We spending all our money.
Talk about it.
I get on people about, okay, look out for the inmates. But look out for the college students too. Shit. Yeah. When are y'all putting something on they little cash app? Help them. Give them something. You know, come on. Michael is in college. Did you go over there and send him something too? Send him a food package. We sent a little Nook one, and Nook was fucking up the neighborhood. So at least Michael gonna help us with the neighborhood. Like, come on. For real. It gotta be a balance. We gotta have these conversations. We have to. If not, that's the only way we're gonna make it. Because if we don't, we're gonna be screwed up.
Y'all still see me, or the sun is still blocking y'all?
Yeah, the sun is still blocking. Gonna have to go to the side.
Okay.
I'm still here.
That's okay. We got you. So, how do y'all feel though? Because y'all are black men. How do y'all feel with this?
Frustrated.
Well, frustrated. I'm gonna tell you, it's exhausting to be black. I'll tell you that. Y'all can still. Am I good here?
Yeah, I can see you.
Okay.
I can see you.
Yeah.
It's exhausting to be black, but it's also a beautiful thing at the same time. My is, and I've lost, just to touch base, I've lost my aunt and my uncle.
Wow, my condolences.
Yeah. Thank you. Because of this Rona. We have been hit so many times for hundreds of years. And it's like, and I'm glad you brought up the part about when you said you talked to your child about this, because that's where it all starts.
Yes.
And
a new beginning.
Absolutely, a new beginning. So and that's why education is so important. I really realized that there's more, and I'm sorry to say this, there is more ignorant and dumb people than smart people. But I don't blame them. I think I blame the educational system. And that's where home, like we have to teach our kids ourselves in homes of how to even as simple as like reading, math, and it's just so much that we have to do, especially being Black, because we know that systematic racism is real, and our kids grow up not knowing about these things, and that's the sad part. And this is a very emotional experience for a lot of us. But in our history, it's just so beautiful. Yeah. I have something to say. TC, any comments, anything?
I love my skin color.
Facts.
Happy I was born Black. I love it. But it's true. Everything is harder for us. It's like a video game. It start off on easy mode. We are ultra hard. Nothing. Bare skin. No tools. And it's like it's frustrating just to see that. And with these ignorant people out here, like you dumb idiots, we all are all the same. If I cut my wrist right now, what color's gonna come out?
Red.
You know? But nobody wants to see that. And that's the big issue. Like Diamond said, the education system is one of them. And all this racism, all this kind of stuff is taught from home. You know, so right now we got to teach our kids this, all colors. We have to teach them this, because if we don't, we're going to keep repeating the cycle that we've all been going to do for years. It has to start with our kids now. Because some of us is a lost cause. I'm sorry to say that.
No, I will agree. I will agree. All skin ain't kin, so I will agree.
Okay, we got some odd people too. They, but
should we say
it all starts?
We're not gonna say no names unless if you want.
But you could do it. I piggyback on it.
We can say allegedly. We can say allegedly, so we don't get sued. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
They all. That's what the word allegedly. Allegedly you did this. Allegedly you did that. Like, don't even know what allegedly means.
But how do y'all feel about the women? Like, you know, because do y'all think that women of color, Black women, do you think like they need to step up more to stand up behind the Black men, or can they be doing more, or do y'all feel like they're not doing enough?
I would say support us through these times. We all should support each other, but like you said earlier, once we walk out our homes, we are our target.
That's
Absolutely.
true.
Support us. Just remind us that we are kings, because we all are. As you guys are queens. Just remind us that we are precious, and we just get through this stuff. We just get through it.
But we have to get through it together.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Can't be a one man's race or one sex. It can't be. It has to be everybody.
Because as a king, I need my queen. I can't do this by myself. How we gonna conquer a kingdom? It can't just be a one-man job. It takes everybody and the village behind us.
I'll say that.
Yeah.
It is. It's hard because y'all have to fight even 10 times hard. Even if you're on a job, you're in school, the Black man has to fight harder. It's not given. You know, we're not privileged. We're not. We're counted out. Drug dealers, thugs, ignorant. Like, we already have these stigmas on us, so we have to fight extra hard. But the most hardest place we have to fight, which we shouldn't, is amongst our own people.
Absolutely.
That we should not do, but we have to. You know? So that's the part of, you know, and then they find stupid things to separate us with. Oh, because this one's gay, or no, this one only likes this, or he doesn't eat watermelon, or she doesn't do this, she doesn't believe in Jesus. Listen, we can all agree to disagree, but we need to come together to fight one goal, one common enemy. That's really, we just need to stay alive. That's it. But we find it now, we're picking picking ourselves apart. For real. I was talking about my son that today. Like, we're picking ourselves apart now. You know, well, this one's black, but this one don't believe in Jesus. Or this one's black, and we can't add them because they don't like this one. Or this, man, sit your ass down. Because at the end of the day, they ain't just killing the act. Last I checked, all these people that's getting killed, I don't think they asked them their sexual orientation. They didn't ask them, did they have education? All they seen was one thing. That's a nigga. He's done. He's done. Hang their asses, because they ain't asking your resume. So, you know, for real. We're focusing on the wrong thing. Like I said, here it is. You have the basketball players, all of them. They said, listen, we're going to set it out. Why? Because y'all will put too much focus on the game, and we'll forget the cause. So if they're taking a stance, and you have all these people that's taking a stance, then come on. Why are we worrying about? Because they're not asking for a resume. All they see is color. That's it.
Yeah. I'm going to bring up something. The other day, I went to Cunningham Park, and me and my girls just walking in the neighborhood because I have like new homes being built up. So we just look at the homes. So we point at this home. So, this is a nice looking home. White woman see us. She ran to the front of the house, and then she just started looking at us. But when I mean us, me. She paid her no mind. She just kept looking at me, and she's just like this. You know, so automatically, like, I feel type of way. I'm just like, damn, are you that, like, jealous and hateful just because of this?
We still got the Amy Coopers around here, yeah.
And the thing is,
and the Karens and all that.
Karens, the Gertrudes.
Right.
And the thing is, I'm like, I'm not gonna harm you. I'm wearing a Pikachu shirt. I'm the most harmless thing out there. And my girl looked up, she said, yo, like, you see how she's looking at you? I said, to be honest, it's always like that.
And it's sad, though. But how do y'all feel like when y'all do that? All y'all doing is walking through a park and you see a house. Oh, wow, that's a nice house.
You know what's sad? Is that that's the normal for us, and we accept it.
And it shouldn't be. It should not be. This should not be normal.
We're just like, well, I'm black, so it is what it is. And that's sad. We shouldn't be going through this.
It shouldn't be. It is what it is.
And y'all are young, so y'all are like the generation to come up to be like that. So what did we change? Because it's getting worse. You know, it's getting worse. It's not getting better. It's getting worse. But I will say the streets are standing up, fighting back. I gotta give it to them. But with so many lives are gonna be lost, how many more mothers have to bury their sons? How many daughters got to live without their dad? You know, how many brothers got to be laid to rest? How many moms are being killed? You know, all because of color. Yeah. So if we don't have these conversations and we don't talk about the elephant in the room and we don't change it, our forefathers, Malcolm X, all of them spoke about this. People got in their way. Oh, he can't tell people that you can't be in it. Oh my God, everybody was sitting there wanting to fight with each other. Well, look at the outcome. Because they tried to prepare us so we won't get here. Well, now we're here. What's our step? Make it make sense, Sway. Like, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do?
And I just feel like we are tired. And you can see that we are tired of this. You know how many people have died off of the hands of police? And it's sickening. Like, the list is, it goes on, and we are tired. And you even got, like, it's protests all around the 50 state, all around the world, matter of fact.
Yeah, I'm about to say that, yeah.
And all around
Brazil, everywhere.
You got happy in Tokyo.
Yes.
And this tells you. Yeah.
Yes. Because they saw themselves when they saw that man. And what that lady say? Oh, he had a record. He had this. I don't give a fuck what he had. He died in front of everyone for the world to see. We all put ourselves right there with that man. And then when he called for his mother, we all felt that.
That part.
That part.
Yes.
I watched the video a few times. I'm just like, he's calling his mom. Like, how inhuman are you? Just be like.
And with every cop had their hand in their pocket.
All of them.
Like Dave Chappelle said, what was the message you were portraying? Who were you speaking to? What were you showing the world? Because all of them had their hand in their pocket. That is fact. Every picture that I saw, they all had their hand in their pocket. What were you showing to the world? What were you showing? What was it?
So I want to bring back like when we're like tired. Because this is the conversation that our listeners need to hear. And when we tired, like you even got like I want to back like the Color Purple when Oprah said, "All my life I had to fight," and that's very true, especially for us. All our lives we had to fight. So when we are tired, what is the solution? Or matter of fact, what can we do when we are tired, especially spiritually? How can we have like maybe a pause or maybe a healing process? How, like if we're tired, what can we do?
A healing process, yes. A pause. Listen, just like sleep. For a black person, sleep is like the cousin of death. So we don't know what that is. We don't because nothing's handed to us. Nothing is handed to us. We got to work for it. We got to get out and grind. If we don't grind, we not getting it. You know what I'm saying? We not. It's so sad because I remember years ago, you know, when I lived up here with my kids and in New York, before I left and moved to Atlanta, so it was a long time ago, and I was in an accident, and this Russian lady, when I saw her, no lie, I saw her EBT, I saw her welfare thing she was showing me on how much she got, and I was like, damn, well, a family of 3 was getting $321. How the fuck you get 800? Like, who you kill? We have to work harder. We got to either get on welfare, get a bullshit job, sell some of those little drinks in the park. We got to do hair in the kitchen. Like, we got to do everything because they don't give that to us. We can't get a loan. Yeah, we're going to get a loan, but the insurance, the rates are higher for us. Everything is designed for us to fail. They don't want us to get, and if we get too high, they murder us. Because I'm not a Prince fan, for all of y'all that say that. I only like 2 songs that Prince made, Musicology and Just Call My Name. My son was getting on me. He was like, please don't talk about that. Yes, I am. But this man knew who he was, and he brought all his rights and everything. So how is a person that drink chlorophyll, don't eat meat, that's a vegetarian, that don't even curse, that lived the life of the Jehovah's Witness people, how did he die of a drug overdose? See? So they do make us disappear. That's my conspiracy theory for the whole thing. So if you get too high, you're going to say bye. Listen, Paul Mooney told y'all that. Y'all better listen. But when it comes down to us finding ways, this is where you find your spiritual root. Whatever it is you believe in. If you're a Christian, listen, go in your prayer closet like them old women did. And they go in that prayer closet and pray for your family. And you find ways of relaxing, of disconnecting. If you stay on social media all day, all you're going to do is get aggravated. Because you get on some of these people's pages, your damn blood pressure is going to go sky high. You're going to get aggravated. And what you doing? Arguing on the screen. They live over in Calcutta. Your ass living in New York. Make that make sense. So unplugging, taking a walk somewhere, getting grounded in yourself, knowing who you are. If you're spiritual, okay, pray to your egos, your ancestors. If you're a Christian, sit there and go see Jesus. If you are Buddhist, listen, meditate, chant. But we have to find ways of grounding and connecting ourselves. If we don't do that, we are lost. It's like looking at the picture constantly. If you don't step away, you're not going to really enjoy the picture. So we have to find ways. That's where spirituality comes in at, or whatever. If you meditate, or, you know, if you chant, play music, uplift yourself. Because if not, you're going to be angry, and then what's going to happen? You're either going to take it out on your loved ones, and they don't deserve that. You're going to either start abusing your own self, because you're going to turn it internally on yourself, overeating, using drugs, just, you know, hurting yourself. I know people that cut themselves, people that's burning themselves with cigarettes because they don't have an outlet. Or last, which no one wants, is suicide.
Absolutely.
You know, so we have to unplug. We have to. This is where the women, as well as men, ground each other. Check on your strong friends. Check on your weak friends. Hey, what's up? You okay? Have a conversation. Shit, they FaceTime. Like, hey, what's up? Hey, what you doing? You know, because you have to. Because all of this is consuming. But you know who affects the most that we don't notice? The children. We got to make sure they're okay. You know, we do. We have to make sure they're okay. So just, you know, getting their minds off of it, you know, because you were raised to go to your local police if you get lost or if something happened. Kids ain't going to police now. They like, nah, no, they killing us. Like, so you got to think on their level as well. You know, you got a president that don't care, that really don't care. And he is showing the world. And the world is showing him so much love right now.
He can't even hold a Bible properly.
Again. No, not at all. Not at all. Not at all. But we get rid of him, the vice president is just as worse. So, yeah.
It's like we can't win at times.
So,
I bet you now, everybody know how it feels to be black now. They do. So it is. It's really unplugging, really finding your center, you know, connecting with people. Because as we all seen, we can't do this shit alone. This is not no one man, one race. Nah, this is humanity in its whole. Everybody has to be a part of this one.
We all have to unify.
Yeah, we do. I understand. I'm not signing up for All Lives Matter because in reality, we do matter. But like I tell everybody, if your house is not burning, why you gonna go and pour water on your house? It's Black lives that matter right now. My house is on fire. Put the water on my house. Put the attention on my house now. Like, we need this. Yeah.
Okay, here's my thing about the whole All Lives Matter thing. How All Lives Matter is gonna happen first when we are still in the slums, still suffering. So you're going to be like, all right, Negroes, you sit in the corner. Okay, you good? Okay, all lives matter. No, it doesn't work like that. Fix our problem first that you guys put us in. We didn't put ourselves in.
No.
One day we woke up like, oh, shit, it's a good day. Oh, you come with us. Oh, shit, okay, my bad. All right. I guess
I didn't fill out for no cruise.
You know? Yeah, you know, you go on a 2-day cruise. Word? Okay. That's a lifetime cruise.
Yeah. Generations.
You know, generations. It's sad.
Yeah.
That All Lives Matter thing, it's just for people who just, I feel like a lot of attention seekers.
And for people that don't want to say, well, you know, I really don't want to be a part of this, so all lives matter. No, in the base of it, that's true. All lives do matter.
Of course.
That is fact.
Yeah.
But right now, Black lives are the ones that matter because we're the ones getting killed. We ain't getting beat up. We ain't getting tossed in jail. No, they're killing us. So, yeah, we matter right now. You know?
And I think the people that says all lives matter, blue lives matter, they are a part of the problem. And the reason why they're a part of the problem is because they don't see, is because they're ignorant. They don't see the cause of what's going on. If the way also they're a part of the problem is you see how what's going on in the video about George Floyd. You see that video, you was quiet about that. But then when people protest, you see the people protest and everything, and then now you see the people looting. Now all of a sudden, when you see people looting, now all of a sudden you want to say, "Oh, why is people looting?" Oh no, this is wrong for people to be looting. Wow. So you want to be quiet about George Floyd, but when it comes to looting, now all of a sudden you want to be loud.
Well, first of all, what about all those big corporations that's getting paid off us?
Absolutely.
Their insurance and stuff.
They are looting us.
Yes. So
they are getting us. We're living in apartments that, if we really look at the market rate and the value of the property, ain't worth shit. But big corporations are getting us. So nobody's complaining about them. Jews call us liquid money. So listen, for real. And that dude told us that. He was like, oh, y'all just liquid money on Jamaica Avenue. I never forget that. I was like, what? Did he just say? He was like, and they buy all of them and triple charge us. So, no disrespect. I got Jewish friends. But when that brother said that to me, I was like, what? For real? That's how you see us? He was like, yeah. So big corporations been raping us for years. Looting all our stuff.
Of course.
So, especially the medical, what? Aspirin, $95. They've been raping and looting us for eons. So all we did was take back.
Sister? Okay, she coming through. All right. Yeah.
I ain't never seen them heal nobody yet. I see you don't get paid off of a well person. You get paid off a sick person. So listen, all we did was just take back what was rightfully ours anyway. They in our neighborhoods. What did I say? When are they helping us? And now Nike is stepping up because they're giving their employees days off for Juneteenth and things like that, So, nah, I didn't see a problem with it. So get it how you live it.
Another thing we have to watch for. You said that. Another thing we have to watch for is people who we associate ourselves with. They are the ones that can be a part of the problem too, because I see some people also that when it comes to police killing and police brutality, they're quiet. But when in Shake Shack, when police was poisoned, they're very loud. Watch out for those people. And the thing about them is that tells you that they're quiet about the cause. And those are part of the problem that you need to disassociate yourself with.
Walk away from it.
They can show you that, wow, are you maybe is this something wrong? Or maybe are you are you racist? Maybe we'll see. There's some people also that said racism doesn't exist.
I know a few people that say that.
Doesn't exist. Does not exist.
I know a few people that say that.
How racism does not exist? It might not exist to you because of your skin color. This is the systematic racism that has been.
Because if it doesn't exist, then they don't have to be a part of it.
Absolutely.
And some people don't want to speak up because they don't want to lose their status, their money. Come on, what Nat Turner said? He said, all of y'all are standing in the front. Step 2 takes 2 steps forward if you believe all white people are good. He said, kill them all because they'll sell us out. So, what do you do? So it is. These are the conversations that we have to have. We have to teach our children. We have to educate ourselves as well. We got to be mindful of a lot of things because, it is. We got to be mindful. We have to be mindful. We have to. Go ahead.
So what can we do about on social media? Because it seems like they're not even. They made their minds up. All lives matter. Blue lives matter. Those people, the ignorant ones, that's part of the problem. That does not see the cause. They made their minds up. So now,
block, delete. It works. Block, delete. Block, delete.
You answer
block
my
them
question.
in real life.
You answer my question.
Block, delete.
Yeah.
You answer
block,
my
delete.
question.
Why am I entertaining? Because they're not. I have a friend, and I knew her. She ate at my house and everything. And she was like, well, black people got themselves into this. What? Wait, stop. I know you lying. I had to do the black mama head twist, and block, delete. And when I go to Atlanta, block, delete in real life. That's your cause. You're never going to believe that. But like I told her, it was a nigga that gave her job. I gave her that job. You had to come see me to get a job. How dare you? It was a nigga that made sure you ate. So block, delete, but you have them. And no one could ever tell me that this girl would have done that. No one, not in a million years. Like, she would come to work, she would just be so cool, all of that. You know, I know where she came from, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't think she was. But when she went that far, block, delete. I don't have time. I don't have time. I'm not going to entertain that. That's you, man. You stay over there. You're either part of the problem or part of the solution. You're not going to sit on the fence. You're not. That I'm not doing. So for me, you're either part of the problem or part of the solution. Oh, well, and saying nothing is just like saying everything. So bye.
Yes.
Bye.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
Bye.
Yes. Those are the ones that are quiet. Those are the ones that are quiet are the ones that's speaking louder.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's true.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's yo. And silence speak louder than their words. At this point. Seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead, TC.
No, all I'm gonna say is, like, look, you start see ignorant shit like that on social media, leave them. Block it, move on your life, because still spread your message regardless. If they're not willing to learn about it, bless them, move along. Because I'm gonna still spread my word to everybody else who wants to hear it. And my word is gonna be spread across the whole nation. So that little crowd that want to be ignorant in that little spot, let them live. Bless your heart. Nah, okay, whatever. I'll go on my business.
That's it.
That's it.
I don't need to expose you, because now you got people exposing people, putting them up. Like, it's this chick that I put on my page, but I shared it from another friend, and she's into spirituality, helping people and all that. But she wrote, you know, about niggas, and you know, I shared it because when I looked on there, she had all these mutual friends. Well, you need to understand, like you said, be careful who you associate yourself with. So now you have all these people that are spending their hard-earned dollars with this white chick, and she don't care about niggers. Got the picture, the conversation, the whole thing. Just wow, they put it up there. Oh, you know, I remember one lady told me she couldn't come to me to be for spiritual stuff because I was Black. I said, well, where did it all start at? Last I checked, I thought it started in Africa. I was like, oh, okay. But you'll have that. You will have that. So you're right. Bless your mouth. Be careful who you associate yourself with, because you could be spending your Black dollars, your hard-earned dollars, thinking this person is helping you, fuck around and funding their whole campaign. Yeah, and that's what people were doing with her, funding her whole campaign.
I'm glad you talk about business and corporations. They are another one we have to dissociate ourselves with. Yes,
Wendy's,
not. Oh,
McDonald's.
Wendy's. I was so hurt. I don't like Wendy's. You know, I did like they baked potatoes. I will say that. But we was riding going out to Westbury. No, Rockville Center.
Okay. Black
people were all on Wendy's line. I was like, huh. When it comes down to boycotting, now I'm gonna be the first one. I will, because my son is gonna see this. He's gonna be like, lady, I love Starbucks. I do. Starbucks at first said that Black people couldn't wear Black Lives Matter shirt, but I was like, damn, they was the ones that said we can yell out Black Lives Matter when you put your name on the cup. That was just 2 years ago.
Yeah.
How you gonna change it now? But when they saw that people was getting ready to picket them and not support them,
change their mind.
Closed for you. But my son and his friend gave an important message that we tend to forget. Starbucks said you can wear that, but that also gives opportunity for racists to wear Make America Great Again. Facts. It also gives for the pagans to write fuck Jesus. So now it opens up for everybody. Wow. Starbucks didn't want to get involved, but because we always got to go and reinvent the wheel, now you opened it up for everybody. Because if I can wear a Black Lives Matter shirt, then some racist fool could Make America Great Again. You can't get mad. Yeah. We got to be careful also what stance we willing to take. Because if sometimes people just want to say, listen, we want to support everybody, but if we open the gates for one, we got to do it for all.
We got to be equal.
You know?
Yeah.
Because it is business at the end of the day. So we also got to recognize that. And shout out to Jiggers that brought that up, because she was like, listen, you're ready to open up the floodgates for so many other things. You can't complain. Because you can wear your Black Lives Matter, but I'm going to wear my Make America Great Again. What you going to do, beat them up? Can't do that.
Yeah.
Can't. So, yeah, it is. It's going to be the pettiest fucking revolution that we ever seen in our life. It is going to be petty, very petty, very, you're going to be sitting there saying, now, why the fuck are they doing that? Like, are they serious? But it is. You know, stopping people from buying something, telling people to go back to their homeland, go back from where you came from. Oh, y'all didn't come from here neither. Shit, if you want to be technical, give it back to the Indians. It was theirs first.
Facts.
Back to the natives, yes.
You know, but you got people now that they're really bringing it out to the forefront.
The Karens.
You know, they really are. I mean, it is wider than everything now. You know, having people look at you and say, go back to your country, or we don't want you here. Are you serious? Yeah. You know, or the apologies. Oh my God, I never seen so many white people apologizing. Oh my goddamn life. I'm sorry. I'm sorry what my people did to you. You really want, listen, stop. Just stop. Stop.
Sorry, they got caught, of course.
You see.
They ain't giving nothing back. Shit, give us all back our gold and stuff that you stole. Give us back our stuff. Like, give us back. You know? What did the PT guy say? He said, give them back reparations. Pay them all this money. It ain't like y'all ain't got it. But then again, you know, just colored folk just want equal opportunity. Listen, if you're going to give it to them, give it to us. We deserve the same. But they're not, because they know once we get that power.
They're scared.
They're scared. Yes. And I've saw a video where someone say they're lucky that we want equal opportunity instead of revenge.
There you
saw
go.
A video.
Yeah. That's something to think about. That I didn't even think about that.
Yeah. But that is fact.
Yeah.
You know, look at the murder. But they'll call us animals and murderers and thugs. We wasn't cutting our own babies out our goddamn stomachs over here. We wasn't killing our people. You know what I'm saying? We weren't destroying ourselves. We didn't stop us from Nelson Greeley. He changed history with the stroke of a pen because he owned the newspaper. You know, so our history was even hidden from us. And no one tried to make it right. No one. So, I mean, yeah, we could have been like Nat Turner and killing everybody and everybody else to rise up. But all we want is just to be treated equal. They can't even do that. They can't even give us that. That's sad. They can't even give us that.
That's how you know it's a problem. That's how you know there's something wrong.
They gave us Jesus and stole everything for us. Here's Jesus in the book.
That's a different conversation.
Everything.
That's a different conversation you're talking now. Now, I even saw another post about when someone said, "Oh, okay, so since we taking down white supremacy statues, when we gonna take down our white Jesus?"
That's the whole conversation. Ain't nobody Jesus and pork. I know you lying. Black people lose their mind. Don't talk about the lace front guy. He will cuss you. They will cuss you out.
Yo.
I'm gonna sit there and be like this. Like
this is a
I got cursed out in the nail place because two places I got cursed out at. My grandson's school, and I didn't get cursed out. They didn't want to see me. And the nail place. This old lady, this young girl was like, listen, you know, they was talking about Christianity. And I don't get in people's conversation, but if you put me in it, I'd be like, you want the truth or you want me to lie? She was like, no, I want to hear what you have to say. I said, well, how is it that we got to worship this white goddamn Jesus that hung on a cross? And she was like, yeah, because that's how it is. I said, well, I don't remember my ancestors hanging on a cross. I remember them hanging on a tree, strange fruit. Like, you know, that's who died for us. And so this lady was like, oh, you're speaking blasphemy. Jesus is real. I said, because he's black. I said, making him black don't make him real. I said, why can't y'all go to to the museum and ask the curator, show me everything from Jesus, they're going to show you a shroud. There's nothing. So we can find Haile Selassie's cousin and all of them, but we can't find no relationship to Jesus. Where his cousins? Where his bloodline at? Even Mary's. Where they at? Nobody. So white people don't. I know they make kids. Their generation is here. We can find dinosaur bones and fossils. We can't find nothing of Jesus. Nothing. Nothing. How many churches own homes that are giving it out to the black neighborhoods? How many times are they out here helping? How many schools are they out here financing? What are they doing? No, they're taking your money and they're investing it and they're putting it in the beautiful areas for them. What has the black church done for us recently? But sell us out.
Tupac said something similar like that. If the churches gave $500 million to the homeless people, we would be all right.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But we have to be there every morning to praise Jesus. And it's crazy because we love a white man, but we hate the very man that live with us. We give our soul to that white man. That man that hang on that goddamn cross with the lace front and the blue eyes. So we not doing that.
And you know what? Let's get very spiritual, because I think this is a very important conversation that our listeners need to hear. Now, another thing what I want to space on is what's really affecting us, and this has been going on for years, and this goes back to what we was talking about this whole time. Now, to really get the ultimate, what's really affecting us, mental health, because this whole thing that's going on right now, this can affect us through our mental wellness. It can cause mental health. It can cause trauma. Racism can cause so much to our body and to our mental. And to dig deeper, we can suffer from trauma for a very long time, and even PTSD. America can make us a PTSD. And like, how, like, my question is, spiritually, what can we do? Because this is the most important, I would say, that can really affect us because of America and the racism of what's going on.
Well, one is spiritually, because we're talking spiritual. Yeah. Spiritual, like I said, to find your whatever your feet are grounded in or planted in. And first, to talk about the mental health. All of this has affected everyone in some form or another. It has affected all of us, be it black, white, green, purple. We're all being affected, everyone, by this mentally. And we need outlets. And if we don't find a healthy outlet, we will destroy ourselves. So the sad part is churches were closed, right? Churches was closed. They closed. Jesus went on vacation. Because no, for real. I thought it was amazing. Jesus went on vacation. When the pandemic hit, Jesus left. He left. He had something else to do. He left. Churches was closed. And I was like, well, where's your faith? But then they had some church that was open, but the police and the news people were there saying, why are you open? You got to do social distancing. And I'm like, but then you have friendly church. You had some black churches that were doing it remotely, right? The only one was up there preaching was the guy, and everybody else was tuning in and they were sharing it. I said, oh, okay. But what if they don't have a computer? You know, because some people don't. Some people don't. In this day and age, people want Balenciagos. They don't want a laptop. So, you know, so now what? Because usually those kids go to the library. Library's closed. So how are we going to tune into Jesus? The church is closed. How are we going to tune into Jesus? So Jesus was closed. It's crazy because in Ifa and Arula, they were still there. But, okay, so I practice Lukumi, which some people call it Santeria and stuff. And every year, the first of the year, we get these signals that come out and they tell us how the year is going to be. So they spoke about this. They spoke of pandemics and what it is that you need to do and what to look for to ground yourself, baths to do, who to pray to, you know, and they tell you which Orisha will govern this year. So when it came out, it was Oshun and Obatala, and it wasn't coming in a good space. Like a lot of people were going to get, if they didn't take care of themselves, they was going to become bipolar, a lot of mental stress, you know, mental health is going to be affected. For women, if you didn't really take care of yourself or you drunk or anything, you're going to get a lot of infections. It was a lot of things that was taking place that we had to do certain things. So your godparents and all of them were like, listen, come over here, do this. We're going to do this. This is who you pray to. So we were, in a way, a little bit more prepared. You know what I'm saying? So we kept ourselves grounded. And in the religion, you're one big family because you have your house, then another house, and they call them Elays. So it's one big family. So you have your God sister and your God brother. You have those to reach out. And it's crazy because my son's godfather is over in Cuba and he's stuck because, you know, Cuba is closed to come into the United States. But once a day or once every other day, or if they go into the park, they can get internet. So he was writing on Facebook, and I have friends that's over there that they were writing like, hey, how y'all doing? We good. So in this is a family. Like, I don't care where you live, Brazil, Belize, Cuba, Puerto Rico, Haiti, wherever you are, this is the time where we all connect. Hey, you okay? Everybody checking in. So it's different for us in the spiritual community because we'll look out for one another. If you don't have money, we're going, hey, what's your cash app? Let's look out for you. So it's grounding yourself. Now, I'm not going to dog all Christians because you do have some Christian sisters like Elder Monique and all of them. They reach out to their constituents and they, hey, you know, God, would you like to have a prayer circle in the morning? So people are finding their spirituality, whatever it is. I don't disrespect the lace front guy. I just don't follow him, you know. But for us, we talk to our ancestors. We call them the Egunguns. So we talk to the ancestors. We talk to our Ori, our head first. We, you know, making sure we have a clear head, clarity, you know. Then we talk to our ancestors and we talk to the Orisha. So, you know, and talk to them every day, every morning before you get up. There's ceremonies that we do for ourselves personally to keep us grounded, to keep us, you know, intact. And it's sad because when you're growing up, you're taught that anything that's outside of Jesus is the devil. It's wrong. Yeah. It's evil. You're ostracized from your community. You can't be a part of us because you don't follow Jesus. But it's funny because those are the same people that drink, screw other people's husbands and all that. And I'm like, well, what Jesus do you follow? Because Jesus said he without sin cast first stone. Like, hello, but you'll find that, you know. And like I said, when I went to my grandson, because I teach them all that they are divinely created. They're not born in sin. You are born divine. Because if this man got on the cross and took all our sins away, why are we still born in sin? Make that make sense to me at the end of the day. And why do we have to forget our ancestors? Why do we got to forget grandma and grandpa and all of them? The Catholics do it. They make sure they remember the dead. Why Baptists, Pentecostal are like, no, there ain't nobody in there. Where'd they go? So, and we got to pray to Jesus. Ain't he dead? Why are we still praying him? Why are we praying to white people when we can't pray to our own? We praying to Mary, Mark, John, all of them. Make it make sense the way. We praying to all these people. They dead. They ain't here, but their spirits still reign. So why can't my ancestors still be here? Why my mother and father, I can't talk to them? Make it make sense. You know? So why he got up on the cross? I can't pray to those that was hung. Their lives was taken away. I can't give them honor? No. Make it make sense to me because I can't. And then it's always, well, you know, always getting deeper because I'm like, okay, so y'all praying to Mary and Adam and Eve, but what happened to Adam's first wife? Why nobody don't talk about Lilith? I'm like, I know y'all joking. So it's just,
You getting biblical here now.
Find your anchor. Find your anchor.
You getting biblical now. Now,
yeah.
People, according to the Bible, yes, Jesus was the first revolutionary. People don't say that. According to the Bible, Jesus was the first.
Well, no, John the Baptist was, if we really want to be technical, because John came before Jesus and he was telling everybody that, hey, the Messiah is coming. Get ready.
That's true.
Yeah. He was the first one. And what they do to his ass, they put him in jail and beheaded him. Like, shut the fuck up, nigga. You talking too much. But he did. And when he went and he told Jesus, no, you ain't got to baptize me because you are the Messiah. You are the one. And what happened? The dove flew from his head. Like, okay, we hear the story. That's great. But these people were not our color. So now when we find out about Masa Musa and all of these people, all these great people, now we're confused. So like, okay, all right. So now we making Jesus black because in the Bible we say he had color of bronze, hair of wool. Okay. Well, make it make sense. Then who is this? Why is Caesar the Borgio's son on this goddamn picture? Who is he? Like, because that's not who y'all describing in this Bible. Like, come on. But we would take the white man's word over anybody's, over our own kin. Because we live still, we have trauma that's been passed down. And until we learn to heal that, we're still going to be on this damn hamster wheel. Because we believe in the slave master mentality when it comes to business, our relationships, all of that. We still run with that. Relationships, I need to know your password. I need to know who you're talking to. I need to know, the fuck, are you my mate? You know? Who are you talking to? Why are you over there? Where you going? Who you doing this? What's this? I need you to feel like I feel. What? That don't make sense. But it's the slave business. We will go to 9 stores to find a pair of sneakers that fit us. But we'll go to job. You're hired. We don't ask how much they pay us. Nothing. Oh my God, you hired me. Oh my God, I got a job. We get a paycheck. Oh, we need a new job. I don't even want to be here. They ain't paying me enough. Did you negotiate yours? No. Because the white man. We're going to a church. Holler and jump around like fools, but the same brothers that be on the corner doing the same thing. Oh, they idiots. They begging. Ain't y'all doing the same shit on Sunday? Jumping around with the Holy Spirit? Make it make sense to me, Sway. Like, for real. So, we live in that slave master mentality. We will beat our kids to death and make them go to school. I mean, make them go to church. But we won't beat them and make them go to school. We'll be there, let the pastor come and say, you know, your child, we'll tear their asses up. You acting crazy in here? But we live in the slave master mentality. We have a lot of healing to heal from us and unlearning. You know, we don't teach about our African spirituality, but we teach them about Jesus. We will. Everybody know about Adam and Eve. Everybody. But nobody knows about Lilith. We tend to forget her. Go ahead.
You went deep.
History.
You just...
So you went from history to biblical. Wow. What about like
you went the whole globe, basically?
What about physical? Physical.
We don't exercise. We don't. When we going to war, we losing. We gotta go hand to hand. We losing. We are losing. We are not. Yoga, Tai Chi. You know what I'm saying? The way they fed us, they really did. They gave us the garbage and we started handing it over to our children. You know, when people see me and they go, you're a vegetarian, I get more slack on being a vegetarian than I do being in Lukumi and worshiping Orisha. I get more slack. You don't eat meat. Oh my God, girl. I can't do that. Oh my God, you're gonna die. You know, I don't practice following Jesus. Oh, that's something else. But I can't believe you don't eat that. Or I don't drink. I don't drink and I don't smoke. So I am like the black unicorn. You heard of me, but you didn't know I existed. That's what that is, right? For real. So I always tell people, listen, if you have an event in a bar, I come to show my support, but I'm out afterwards. I don't drink. So why I'm standing around? What I'm gonna do? Now, if I'm doing an event, okay, I always go to the bartender, can you put some pineapple juice in there and make it look like a drink? And my friends that know me will go, like somebody else will be like, I thought you don't drink. They'd be like, man, sip that. They ain't never pineapple juice. I don't drink. So I'm the unicorn that don't exist. You know, you hear about me, but you know, and it would be physically. You know, I was out there playing handball with my daughter one day, and people were like, "Oh my God, you play handball? Don't you?" It's like, for real? Yeah. But we don't take the time out of walking, taking steps, walking around the block after the evening. Back when I was growing up, my moms and all of us, we would walk around the area after dinner to walk some of that food off. You know, we don't even eat healthy. We eat oxtails, macaroni and cheese. We eat more stuff that gives us, and we wonder why we have diabetes is really a high thing, high cholesterol, all of that. Because look, you could go in a farmer's market and you'll see more, well, now you'll see more Caribbean and you will see more white people. You're not seeing just African American. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have, our diets are horrible. The way we shop are horrible. Just going out instead of reading things. I always tell people, you really want to shop healthy, everything on the outskirts of the supermarket is what we should be eating. All that shit in between is full of sodium and preservatives. It's all messed up. I don't eat peanut butter. People look at me like I'm crazy. I don't eat peanut butter. Why? Look it up. Google it. The FDA allows 5% of rat droppings in it. I'm not eating nothing that y'all are allowing to have rat shit in it. No, I like my stomach. I do. I like it. Google it. Look it up.
Insect juice
FDA,
too.
The FDA. Now, unless you want to go to Whole Foods and do the almond butter or the apple butter, you know, and you grill it, like they grind it right there, great, because they open up the bag and you can always tell them, listen, can you give us a fresh bag in this? And they'll take it out, pour that one out, and put a new bag in. But just buying peanut butter off the shelf, I know you lying. I ain't eat that shit in years, years. I don't. But we don't even know how to eat healthy, portion wise. You give somebody a small portion. What the fuck is this? You ain't feeding this from my we have no idea on how to eat. We don't. We see people that eat and drink at the same time. No, you digest your food, you give yourself 30 minutes, then you drink. You shouldn't drink from a straw, but we do it. We do it. I do it, and I only know it's wrong because think about it. When you sip from a straw, you sip in the air first. So all that is going in your stomach. So when it's time for you to have surgery or you're losing weight, most of it is gas because we filled our body up with air first. But if you drink regular and you wait until after you eat 30 minutes, after you eat, then you drink something to allow your food to digest so everything could go down. We don't do that. We eat and drink.
Sure.
We are messing our bodies up.
Should we wait 20 minutes, 30 minutes? Talk to us here.
You would do 20 or 30, but I tell people wait 30. Wait 30 minutes after you eat, calm down, let your food settle, then you drink. And early in the morning, you should drink room temperature water. And at night, room temperature water, it flushes your system. You can add lime or a lemon to make it alkaline, you know what I'm saying? If you don't have the machine or you can't. And water should not be drunk out of plastic. It shouldn't be. It should be drunk out of glass, dark glass. The blue bottles or the brown bottles, it should be drunk out of, but we don't do that. And we know this. We know it, but we still don't do it.
Quick question. What about like apple cider vinegar? Like where you put a little bit in the water?
Well, you got to remember what vinegar does.
Yeah.
Vinegar sucks, right? It sucks. It sucks. It dries out. Do you need your insides really to be dried out?
No, that's true.
So you should not be drinking it, but we do it. We do it. I had the pleasure. And when my friend Steph told me, I was like, shit, you're right. I used to work in this this supermarket in Atlanta called 7 Under. Shout out to them because they will teach you how to eat healthy on everything. There's no meat being sold there. Everything is organic, locally grown from farmers, and they make sure they help the community. So they are part of the community. Everything. Anything got something to do with the community and Inman Park and over there for Moreland Avenue, 7 Under definitely paves the way. So when Dr. Sebi came in there with his goddaughter, Chef Aki, shout out to all of them, that we was doing raw for 30 days. And he was like, oh, make sure we don't even go to sweat lodges. And we need those. We need those to pull out all that impurities of, of our bodies being so consumed with everything from even these are all pores. It's all open. So when we go there to pull all that out, when you go to a sweat lodge and when you come out, you feel totally different. I had the pleasure of taking my son when I was down in Atlanta. He called me the hippie, but I was like, it's okay. At least you got to experience it. But it pulls out all of those impurities. And if you can't go to sweat lodge, turn the damn shower on hot and sitting there, let all of that kind of that heat and all of that kind of clear your ass out. And then after you shower, warm water or hot water, and then cool, so your temperature and everything else can go. Put cold water on your head in the morning so your thoughts can be pure. Like, it's a whole bunch of things that you're learning that we already knew, that we just stopped or we forgot or we become lazy and we don't want to do it no more. We do. But eating right, no, we don't do that. We don't. Portion-wise, food-wise, all of that. You know, when I first started being a vegan, literally to go food shopping, it took me 3 hours to go through the supermarket because I was reading everything. And I had a dictionary. I had to look things up too because I was like, oh, no, I don't know what this word means. I ain't putting that in my kid's stomach. And I haven't brought Kool-Aid in eons. I don't even drink Kool-Aid. Because if it can turn your tongue that color, imagine what it's doing to your insides.
Yeah.
But we still take it. Because why? It's cheap. It's 25 cents or 35 cents. We feed it to our kids. We're not worried about that. So then when these children grow up with asthma and shit, diseases, that was like, damn, my father and them had that. How y'all bringing all that shit back? Like, oh my goodness. And we're destroying our children. We are. Go ahead.
Part of that too is due to the neighborhoods we grow in. Because if you look at the supermarkets that is around us and go to like a Whole Foods in the white area, they're not selling the Kool-Aid there. They're selling the best brand lemonade, whatever fruit drink they have. Meanwhile, for us, it's like you got Tang Kool-Aid, that grapefruit mix. Like,
I've been shopping at, now down south, I always thought King Cullen was horrible, right? You couldn't get me in there. No lie, we go to Rockville or we go to Westbury. I just came back from Old Westbury, where we go out there. Out here, a gallon of milk is $6.99. Out there, it's $3.99. Spinach out here for a big bush, you're gonna pay $4.99. Out there, it's $1. I'm serious.
Yeah,
and the shelves are fully stocked. There's no, and people are very nice. Even the white people, hi, how you doing? You go shopping, you get your little antiseptic and clean it, or they'll clean it for you. The bakery, all freshly done now. We'll say in between or bordering, because sometimes we can't make it out there, so we go to this one, and there was all these bugs on the salmon, and I was like, oh no, never mind, I'll go get something to eat. But when you go out, it's different, and I always tell people that. I don't eat Chinese food. Right? First of all, I'm not going to bang on someone's glass and say, yo, ching ching, give me some fried rice. No, I'm not doing it.
Wow.
And they don't eat their own food.
They don't. They eat the vegetables.
What? In the Black community, it is greasy, it is dirty, all of that. I will go to a Thai restaurant. I will go to a Japanese restaurant, a restaurant where they eat the food with you. See the family sitting there eating. Listen, and they treat you very nice. I do not eat Chinese food in the neighborhood. I'm not doing it in the community, whatever, because you're banging on the back and they don't even eat their own goddamn food. So no. But we are eating $3 for chicken and French fries or chicken and fried rice. And I don't know what that is. The last time I ain't seen no chicken that goddamn big. I was in the South, so like I don't know what y'all saying.
Like this.
You know?
Eating that squirrel.
Thank you. But I don't eat it. And I was telling my son, I said, when you go Thai, Japanese, all of that, you sit down and they treat you like you are a part of their family.
Yes.
You go to the Chinese restaurant that's around here, banging on the glass. Hey, ching ching. They selling movies. They selling hair out of there. I don't know what the fuck they all selling. They selling a lot of stuff. But they ain't selling real chicken. They ain't selling real food. So no. Even when I go to Chinatown, I don't even eat there because it's still questionable. You're not telling me what's in there. Nah. But they have a lot of honor because they do honor their elders. They do. Because I lived around there and they did. I learned so much from living around there for that year that I really saw them in a whole different light. That's why I give respect to Cameron and them. They honor their elders. They make sure wherever they go, they're gonna have some kind of business with their name on it. They believe in buying the block. Fuck the building. They buying the whole block. Just want to come. They live with each other for 6 months, and wow. Next thing you know, they got businesses all over. And when they people come in, the prices are different. That I learned. Prices are different. But yeah, go ahead.
There's something that you sparked my mind when you talked about when shopping at grocery stores. You said in the aisle, don't shop there. You have to shop you have to buy and consume where in the outskirts. Tell our listeners, what do you mean by that? Because some of
on
them
the outskirts, it is fruits, vegetables, right? You know how a supermarket is. In the inside is the freezer and cans and boxes. Yep. The outside is where everything is fresh is. So you have the poultry for the fresh fish and all of that. You have the fruits, the vegetables, and then on the other side, and most of them, they have the bread and stuff. But majority of it is the bakery. So everything that's on the outside is fresh. Everything on the inside is processed.
Yes.
So you shouldn't eat processed food. Everything should be fresh. So if you really want to look at it, everything on the outside should be consumed. Everything on the inside shouldn't be consumed by us.
That's true.
But that's how it's made. Because you have it when you walk in, so especially even in Whole Foods. When you walk in, nothing but fruits and vegetables. Then you go to the back, you'll have the food that they make. Then you go to the side, you'll have the seafood where they have the fresh meat and all of that. Then you go to the other side, and it's the bakery. Then you come up, it's all the aisles. Yeah.
Yeah,
so,
that's true.
Yeah.
Very true.
Trader Joe's like that too. Yeah.
Yeah, because everything on the outside should be consumed. Everything on the inside shouldn't be. You know, like my daughter told me something that's really cool. Not to change the subject, but she was like, "Mom, when you talk about kings and queens, remember this: the queen takes care of everything inside the castle, and the king takes care of everything outside the castle." I was like, "For real?" So I got to make sure the armies ran right. Got to make sure the grounds, everything, the village, and all of that. He's responsible for all that. The woman is responsible for everything on the inside. And I was like, "Oh, that's like the supermarket." Okay, so all right, we got that. But yeah. Just thought I threw that in.
Yeah, that's good. That's
a good
analogy. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I like
Absolutely.
that. Yeah.
Of course.
So that was really cool. I was like, well, okay, that's different. So
and that's why and I'm very happy because that's why I think it's very important. Every episode, for the first thing we do is talk about what is bad, what ingredients is bad for you, and what ingredients is good for you. And that's why today we talked about black seed oil. The last podcast we talked. What did we talk about last time?
Apple cider vinegar.
Yes, and we talked about high fructose corn syrup. Yes. We talked about yes. And
Aunt Jemima's.
We even talked about aspartame. That's poison.
Yes, yeah.
That's poison. Yes. And that's every episode we always talk about ingredients, and that it's because it's very important.
It is, and we should be educated on it, and you know what's good for us. Like I don't drink sodas, so people are looking at me like, "What? You don't drink sodas?"
Here.
And I was like, "Yo, I haven't drunk soda in some years. I stopped drinking it." I was like, "Cause it doesn't. It's really not helpful for you. It's sugar and shit. God knows what else. You know, like for real." And people will look at me and like, oh my goodness, you know, it doesn't work for me. It doesn't.
Yeah.
I really want to be healthy. Now, is the choices up in New York hard? Yes, it is. Because you have to travel. Like I have to travel to Brooklyn or Harlem. You know, I can't get something readily in Queens. I go to the farmer's market, but now the farmer's market is closed due to Corona. So, but out in Manhattan and Brooklyn and out in Westbury, it's open. Even in Cambridge Heights, it's open.
Oh, the farmers market is open in Manhattan?
Yeah.
Okay, the one by Union Square?
No. Now, usually they'll be out, but because of the Corona, they're not going to put that out. But I do go there.
Okay.
I do go there. Yeah. Because, you know, those are local. That's why I always go there because I like to talk to all of them. The guy that makes the honey, the guy that makes the fresh bread, like the fruits and stuff. Like I talk to them because then I walk over to the Barnes and Nobles. But I do over there on Union Street. I do go there. But you have a few that's like in buildings that you can go to, like over in Cambridge Heights. But they do have the respect the social distancing, you know. So, but it's limited. It's limited. Go ahead.
So, I have two more questions we have for you. Then after that, we're gonna freestyle. TC got. I know he got questions for you. We after two more questions after that, we can freestyle. So fasting. And I'm not just talking about food-wise fasting. Why is it so important for fasting? I'm talking about physical, mental, spiritual. Like let's say if someone is addicted to sex, fasting, or someone is addicted to cigarettes, sugar. Like why is it so important? And how? And you talked about importance before, but why is it so important?
Well, if you're going to do the Christian part, fasting is anything that separates you from the Creator, right? Anything that separates you from the Creator. It's not always food. It could be if you are always on your phone, to take that time to get off your phone and just focus on you and the Creator. If you are always gossiping, to, anything that you want to change, right? Because at the end of the day, it's your betterment with God, you and that spiritual connection with you and the Creator. Because of after I got initiated, I can't fast. My signal doesn't allow me to fast, and I was like, sweet. So I don't have to fast. But to detox is damn near the same. But you still can eat, but you just can't eat certain things. But fasting is anything that separates you from building yourself up higher. So if all you want to do is screw, right? Let's just think of all the bad things that can happen. If you're sleeping with someone and you're not using a condom, now you're opening yourself up for all kinds of diseases, a lot of babies that's born out of wedlock. So you're putting all this out there. And then when you have sex with someone, not only are you spiritually linked with this person, you know what I'm saying? So if you know that you're doing and you're going overboard and excessive to it, then, you fast to say, hold on, let me stop. I'm going to take 30 days to just be celibate and connect to your higher power. Should people fast? If you can, by all means, if you can, by all means. You have some people that's initiated and they can't fast, but they can abstain from things. Like, hey, for shit, last few days ago, I was allowed to drink dairy again because I like cheese. I know, but I have vegan cheese, so Gouda and all of that, and it's really made out of cashew nuts, so it's really good. Y'all should try it for real.
Okay.
It's for real. Y'all would not know the difference. And veganese instead of mayonnaise. Veganese is really good, but don't get the one with grapeseed. It got nasty bitter taste. But you'll think you have regular mayonnaise. No, for real, you'll think you have regular mayonnaise. So I couldn't eat dairy. And I was like, but it was a reason why, because of the things I was doing, that I had to kind of abstain from it to build that connection with me and, my spirituality. So fasting, it works when you're doing too much. You know what I'm saying? When you're doing too much, you need to center yourself, because we can have an addictive behavior on a lot of things. And it can hurt us. Like before I got initiated, I was drinking 14 cups of coffee a day. Yeah, 14. Mm-hmm. And they took it away from me. I can't drink coffee. I was like, damn. But I understand. 14 a day and big cups. I ain't care. You bring me a little cup, I look at you and be like, who drinking this? My kids? Because I don't want that. I was getting big cups, 14 cups a day. That's crazy. So, it works. It works. If you can do it, by all means, to put yourself back in alignment with yourself and not go overboard, hey, if you can do it, great. It works. But go ahead.
TC, you have a question?
There you hit everything on the mark. Like everything, if you keep doing one thing, it could end up bad. And I do agree with that. So I do find like fasting is important just for your mind in general, just to give yourself some clarity. Like even like what's happening now, keep watching the news. If you keep watching the news, you'll go crazy. So we had to find ways that break away from that, find a different outlet. Yeah, but everything you said, I agree with. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so what's your other question?
So the last question, and then freestyle. So the next question is, please tell us about our African ancestors. I'm talking about Ogun. I'm talking about what Marvel plagiarized. I'm talking about all the Wolverines and we talking about, and like,
that's really
please
I did thought it was cute,
us.
though. You know what I'm saying? It was cute. I love it. Have y'all seen Birth of a Nation?
Yes.
Did anybody see that? Well, in the beginning, it was the story of Nat Turner. Didn't? Okay, let me just tell her that I'm doing a show. In the beginning of the movie, her son was doing something. And she, instead of taking him to the preacher, she took him to the Babalawo, you know, to the spiritual father. And he read him and told him, you know, he prophesied, or well, he gave a divination of who he was going to be. He told me he was going to be a great man. He said, we should be coming to Youth Council because you're going to save us. So it was really cool. Now, some people try to say that Ogun is Thor because of the hammer, or then they say he's Shango because of the lightning. I mean, they try to put Orisha with everything. I just think it's funny. For our ancestors first, let's deal with them. Our ancestors are our grandmother, all of those that's in our family that passed away. We honor them. We honor them first and foremost, right? Because we make sure that they are good. Why? Because they make sure we are good. So you can, most people put up ancestor altars. Some people put up bovedas, which is a consider of an altar to give you and that your ancestors a way to communicate. So we always give reverence to our ancestors. Then you have some people that give reverence to the luau's or to the Orisha or to the deities. The Orisha are, if I break it down in Christianity so people can understand, it is the angels, right? That's what most people put it as, for them to get understanding. Like you have St. Michael, St. this one, St. that, all the angels, you know. But the Orisha are, some of them were mortal, some of them were human, and they, you know, graduated, so to speak. And some of them were never mortal. They were more Irumalates, and they were primordial beings. And, you know, and they do great things, so they watch over us. So just to give you an example, Yemaya is over the ocean, but not the full ocean, because at the bottom is Olokun. But we say Yemaya, which is the mother of, you know, the mother. Oshun, which is the mother as well, but of sweet waters, the river. Then you have Oya, the mother of winds. Then you have Oba, right? The mother of marriage, but she also lives in the cemetery. You have Yewa. You have, it is 401 Orisha. You have so many different ones, but for the men, we have Obatala, you know, which is the chief of the White Claw. He is the head. He is peace. When you are confused, you pray to Obatala to give you clarity. You have Shango, Gabo Sile, the king has returned. You know, that king that makes sure that his whole kingdom is doing well. You know, and the lover. You know, most people consider him as a lover, but he's the king. And the king makes sure that his whole kingdom is doing well. They're all they're prosperity, and they are living well. They're eating right. They're healthy. They're doing all of that. You have Ogun, which is the warrior, the chief that never loses in a battle. He doesn't know what loss is, but he works. He makes sure that he takes care of everyone, and he will protect the kingdom. You have Alegua, the one that will open up every road, the one that makes sure that you think before. There's no right or wrong answer, but you're going to think. You're going to think of all the outcomes and pick. And whatever you pick, you better be happy with, because you choose it. You have Babalu Aye for sickness, because we all need to be well. Health is the new wealth. We tend to forget that. You know, you have, I know I'm missing a few. You have, I'm getting tongue-tied now. But you have all the Orisha. You have Arula, which is the great diviner, who we sit at. Like, Christians have the Bible. We have the Odu. We have, and the Odu is like our Bible. There's signals that come out by our own hand and tell us what we need. Do we need to move? All life-changing things, we sit on the mat. If you want to move, who you should marry, where you should work at, should you go over here, should you do this? So we're already guided, and it's all birthed by our hands. So it's not even though I read cards, and it's no shade to a card reader because I'm a card reader, but you are sitting here and it's birthed by your hands to let you know. So if you want to get married, well, I'm going to bring my mate here. I'm not going to answer a question I already know the answer to. I love this person. I want us to be married. So now we need to find out what we can do to make this marriage prosper. And we need to make it grow. And we want to have healthy children. We want to have a good life. So we would sit with a ruler. Say if we want to leave New York and we want to move to California, we want to make sure that it is profitable. What do we need to do so when we get over there, we can be okay? We don't have to fall victim. Before I travel, I always go and sit with a ruler. I want to make sure that I get there first safe and I come home safe. But I also want to make sure that it's profitable for me. Well, there's certain things we have to do before we go out. If there is, anything we need to do that's life-changing, life-altering, we sit there. The same way Christians go to the Bible and be like, oh, let me pray to Jesus. We go and talk to a ruler. And then after we talk to a ruler, we usually talk to our saints, our Risha that crowns our head. We'll sit and talk to our godparents. Like, it's a family. Like, the same way you go to your parents, you're like, hey, Mom, I want to go to college. Well, the parents sit down and say, well, let's see how we can make this money. Okay, should we do a loan? Should we pay it out in cash? Should we mortgage the house? The same way, it's the same way we do. So it's very beautiful.
Okay.
But we don't even teach our kids, about that. So they get lost. The only time we start coming to sit on the mat if our kid get arrested, if somebody died, when our kids are sick, shouldn't have to be that. Let's preventive. Let's sit on the mat before all of this, and let's put our lives in order. So there's a ceremony that we do for men it's called mano, for women it's called kofa. And you sit on the mat and you get a reading of your life to see where you should go, to see what you should do for a living, to see, and it's to make your life better. It's the start of getting you in alignment with yourself, So it is. It's beautiful. I have no regrets on doing it. You do a lot of sacrifices. You wear white for a year and 7 days. You really exclude yourself from everyone, and you get to know who you are as a person. And it is. So now my son is on that journey. He went to Cuba to, he went to Cuba to start his first ceremony. And I'm going to take my grandson. He's 18, so he's in college, and I want to make sure he's good. And all my grandkids, I'm going to make sure they're good. And they're going to know their African spirituality. They're going to know who they are, because you should know that. We should always deal with mental, physical, and spiritual. We should always deal with that. Mental, to make sure their minds are cultured and make sure they know who they are from when the time they are born. Who are you? Not only are you the grandson or granddaughter of Ifa Abeyo, but who are you? What were you born to be? What is your destiny? Who are you? We don't teach our children that. But over in Africa, because my god sister, I love her, she went over there, and these kids know that. When you ask them who they are, they know, they're proud, and they'll tell you, I am, and I am the daughter, I am the son of, and they hold that. They crown sit on their heads. You ask our children now, who you is? I'm just a nigga in the street. No, you're more than that. You are more than that.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You are more than that. You are so much more. The schools teach you how to work for someone. Do you know in Africa, as well as even in Ojutunji village, they teach them a craft. Are you a glass maker? You're going to learn something with your hands. We are going to teach you all kinds of things. Everything. We're going to teach you. Little girls and little boys are born and they're taught how to divine, because I may not always be around. I'm the parent. I may not always be around. So who do you talk to when you can't talk to me? You'll talk to your spirit. Like here, I'm going to teach you how to cast. and they know we do together as a family. A family. We are lost when it comes to that. And then mothers, women, you know, when I did get initiated, it was, I had friends, but you know how you have friends and then you walk away and now you're the topic of their conversation and dog you out, or they'll tell your business and you look on Facebook 5 minutes later. I always say, you want to see how your friends feel? Wait 5 minutes, go on Facebook, all your shit will be out on there. So, but when it came to the religion, it was an open arm. It was family. Everybody came together. Let's save this life. Let's do this. No, come on, we're having this. Come. And it was mind blowing from me. Like, so when I walk the room, nobody's not gonna talk about me. No, if we do, we're gonna hype you up. Like, you come in with a sense of purpose, with a family, you know, because you're coming in broken. You're coming in looking for answers, and now you're being taught, and you learn how to be humble. You learn how to be respectful, but you don't lose your voice in the process. You know, I'm not changing you. I'm adding on to make you a complete person. So it's beautiful. But yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, I hope that answered it.
Absolutely. Oh, you touched on Thor. You touched on Thor, right? Thor.
Yeah, because Thor, you know, Thor the Greek god, or Loki, and for the Black Panther, I liked it. You know, but I have to give it to Stan Lee because, listen, he wasn't going to be out there marching. So he had to show through his art form. Like I said, everybody's not going to be out there on the front line. So what he had, Magneto and Professor X.
Yeah.
Malcolm X and Martin Luther King. So that was his way of showing it. He wanted, what he wanted was people to do a research. So the Black Panther been out, but he made it into a movie, and he made it where, wow, we're going to see, I need people to see just who they are. Can you imagine? Like, we weren't, like I said, we weren't taught that in school. African family that was royalty, and everybody came together to fight, to say, well, my tribe this week, we feel we need to be the king. Well, let's fight it out. Your best fighter against our best fighter. How many times have we seen that in Troy? All kinds of Greek movies. We ain't never seen it in no black movie. All we saw was Shaka Zulu, but you know, he was beating up the white people. He said, in our village, we eat fire. Oh, okay, that was the only gangster thing we knew. Shaka Zulu, all right. But here it is, the Black Panther came out, and we had something to relate to. We did. We had something to say, yo, we proud. Black people, when that came out, yo, I was happy to be black. I was like, black. I was so happy. And he's richer than Thor. I mean, than
Iron Man.
Bruce Wayne and Iron Man. He was like, I got more money than y'all. Shut up. Like, you own it all. And then when they had parts of the movie where they were like Wakanda, and they was like, what? And the guy was like, they were so advanced. Like, yo, y'all still trying to figure out how to fix a Rubik's Cube. These niggas is doing everything through a plant. Like, like they doing everything. So it was amazing. What? And you didn't see people bow, like they gave reverence to the ancestors, and they, you know. So it was a lot of stuff that was out there that just gave us a sense of being proud of who we are. Nobody in there had on weaves. And, you know, God bless the dead, a friend of mine, Chief Amonachi, was in that movie. And he was so happy to be a part of it. And if you saw all the hidden symbols in there, they had Hanuman as the tribe of the ones that came from the mountain. So Hanuman is in the Hindu deity. He's the one that has so much devotion for what he believes in and for his God, that when you open up his chest, you will see his God. He don't see material things. He's never going to see that. There will be no other devotee like him, Hanuman, you know, and it was beautiful because they had that up there. Then they had the plant. They had, when he went to the ancestors and he spoke to them, you know, there's ceremonies for that really exist, that they do that. But it's hidden because we've been told it's demonic. But that was the way Stan Lee kind of brung it together. So he wanted people to research, read on it, get some books, you know. But that was his way of fighting the man. Like, I did. I have a great respect for Stan Lee. I do.
Yeah.
I do.
You can tell that Stan Lee, his inspiration was African African.
It was.
Yes, absolutely. Yes.
You know, when he did for Thanos and when they had the Avengers in the war. You know, in the comic book version, it's more of Thanos and them had an affinity with death because death is one way, you know, and that's what they wanted. They wanted one way because everything else lies. Death is the only thing that's true. She's coming to get you. He's coming to get you and take you. Your time is done. There's no, let me bargain with you. Let me give you some money. Nah, players, it's time for you to go. Let's go. So, and he did that, but Thanos had that love for death. And, you know, when he did Thor and it was his sister that she stayed down with death, and we call death Iku, right? Iku walks the earth and she takes those, she feeds off. So, you know, and it's beautiful. It's beautiful the way he put it up. It is. But that's where we should have had, let's talk about it. These are where conversations come at. This is where we learn together, picking up books. Like I said, yo, listen, this book right here, if y'all don't read anything else, this book right here teaches about relationships. And there's a story in here that is so profound and it's so beautiful because when we get into relationships and it's like Wakanda, listen, the girl was a queen. She could have married him and became a queen. My girl said, nah, I'm going out here fighting and saving our sisters. Where she was, out there saving these black women because she didn't want to sit behind the throne and behind the wall. So, but this right here, it teaches you about how when you get into a relationship, be it physical or just regular, you know, not that love relationship, but it teaches you, I can't love like you love. And putting my happiness in your hands, I'm setting myself up for failure. And the same way as we do every day, putting our history and all that in the hands of someone else. They're not going to tell it like it's supposed to be. They're not going to teach it like it's supposed to be. We taught Benjamin Banneker and all of them, they made the peanut and that was it. We didn't know this man was castrated. We didn't know that he was tormented. We didn't know all of these things that was going on. We didn't know soy should not be consumed because it's for gas, but we didn't eat it. And it has too much estrogen. So when you sit there and feed it to a guy, you're going to be acting like a bitch. Sorry. Corn. Corn is not yellow. What you know when corn grow out the ground that it's yellow? No, we shouldn't eat it. Corn is the only thing that don't break down in your body. Does not break down in your body.
Yeah.
So why are we putting something that does not break down in our body to give us nourishment? Why are we eating it? Because we should not be eating it. But we eat it. We eat it because it's good. No, it's not. It does not break down in your body. So where's the nourishment we getting from?
It's true.
Milk. Why are we drinking pus? Why are we drinking pus? For real.
It's true.
Fucking baby cows, that's for them, but we'll drink it. We'll drink it and we'll get all of these different diseases because we're drinking it. We're drinking it. But it's for baby cows. It's not for us. But we drink it.
We the only race. We the only race that drink everybody else's milk.
And we don't even drink our own. We will not breastfeed our kids. For Holly, most black women do. But Holly, hell no, we don't. Listen, I tried it one time with my son. I was like, oh, hell no, give me a bottle. Because I went to smoke. I was smoking cigarettes. I'm not even gonna lie. I was smoking cigarettes. At least I thought enough about him because, you know, when whatever you put in you is going to your baby. So I was like, nah, I'm going back to smoking cigarettes. I was like, nah. So I just made him a bottle, you know. But unfortunately, my mother didn't allow us to give them like Similac and all of that. We had carnation milk and Karo syrup, which was really not healthy neither, but it was better than what they thought they was giving those kids. So, but yeah. Do you know when babies are born, they don't even want to give them water? Like, no, don't give them water. I told my daughter, I was like, you better give this baby some water. They don't want to give babies water. I was like, y'all tell us to drink a gallon of water so we don't give it to our babies? Y'all wonder why these damn infections and all of that. Man, they're killing y'all from the womb. Yeah. They are. But yeah. But it's Stanley, that was his way of being a revolutionist. Just showing, you know, the different ones. And when it all came out, he wanted people to research, but we didn't. We came up with our own reasons why. We have more excuses. People of color, we do have more excuses than the dead man walking.
Facts.
We really do.
Yeah.
Facts. And
Facts
we got a lot of work to do. A lot of work.
We really do. So now that we know we have this work to do, how do we start? Where do we start? Because y'all are the generation that's younger. Thank you. Yeah.
We start in the man in the mirror.
Yeah. But how do we get that? Because let's be honest, black men get rich, they leave out their neighborhoods. They leave. They ain't coming back. They'll come around on Christmas and Thanksgiving to give out turkeys. We don't want no fucking turkeys. Start giving us companies. Teach us how to be entrepreneurs. Set up accounts so these young people can start their own businesses. Do that. Don't give us no goddamn turkeys. We don't need turkeys. We tired of turkeys. We don't want them no more. God damn it. But that's the only time we see them.
It's true.
I can't with them. So they can
calling you
all the time.
Woo!
But yeah.
It's true. I agree.
We need to stop.
Like even the education system, they don't even teach us how to write our own checks.
No, not at all.
No.
It's a lot of in the education system, economics, credit. It's a lot like that, to talk about.
Listen, I am 50-something years old. Do you know I just learned about money management and getting out of the poverty mind state? Because I didn't know that. I had a company, and I was robbing Peter to pay Paul. And this sister, her name is Yayi Joyce, she started talking, and I said, wait, she's onto something. So then, I was amazed with some of the young people. And I'm talking about the weed sellers, the pimps, prostitutes. They got portfolios. I said, what the fuck? Like, for real. They're in stocks and tradings and all that. And I'm like, what? Wait. And it's true. We don't talk about that. We don't talk about finances because we were raised with my money's my money. So we can talk about everything else. We can talk about sex. We can talk about everything else under the sun. We can talk about our mama, our grandmama, and them, tell everybody business. But when it comes to money, finances, shut up. Don't talk. Don't worry about what I got.
All they do is teach us like have a savings account, put some money on the side, but they don't teach us about how to make your money grow to work for you. They don't teach us that.
Yeah, I just learned that.
I got $5,000 in my savings account. Okay, but what you gonna do with it?
I just learned it.
I go on vacation.
Teaching them about money is not the problem because we can all make money. Listen, a hustle mentality, I believe every black person got.
Yes.
We the only ones that can do hair, sell fish sandwiches, have card parties. Shit, we do all that in one day. Right? But we still are in that poverty mind state. So until we change that, we're going to keep on reinventing the wheel. We'll get it. We'll spend it. Come on. We don't even celebrate Christmas. Our Christmas is income tax time. Boil out until you fall out. We buying TVs. We buying hair. Our kids are wearing Jordans. We're going to buy a car knowing that we're not going to keep it after April. It's for sale because we can't keep up with it. The maintenance, the gas, all of that. But we spend our money so we can impress the next person.
Yes.
Instead of showing them how to invest. I like my 20s to give birth to 20s. I love that while I'm asleep. Let my 20s give birth to 20s. But how do you start that? How do you get that going? Well, we need to learn. First of all, we got to get out the poverty mind state. That's the first thing. We have to change the narrative. We have to change how we view money. We have to have open conversations. If you're with someone, you're a couple, how do they view money? Let's ask that. Because ain't no way in hell I'm going to bust my ass and I'm going to come home and you spending everything. Fuck that. You going to lay here? Hell no. That's what we got children for. They the moochers while they little. So no. But you need to have those conversations. What is your relationship with money? How you were raised? What were you taught about money? Were you taught about investing? Were you taught about just spending? Were you taught about to save until you get a certain amount and ball out until you fall out? Will you go and buy those Jordans to resell them? Or will you wear them? Or instead of going to Old Navy, buying $16 sneakers being comfortable? Are you going to buy that belt, that Balenciaga belt, or that Gucci belt that's $1,500 and got to get on the van? Will you buy a phone? Yeah, will you buy? Listen, this brother stood there. He had a $1,400 watch. And this chick had a Birkin bag. Now, Birkin bag cost $15,000. I love bags. But ain't no way in hell I'm buying a $15,000 bag and be on somebody's van. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
So she had the bag. No, it was real. She had a real Birkin bag. She paid $15,000 for it. Ma, you on the van. You asking somebody to give you $2 so you can get a pizza. And half of the people, unless you know what a Birkin bag look like, you would think it's a $10 bag off the Coliseum block that be on the table. So you don't know. Unless you tell somebody, you open it up and see it, you won't know. Because they look like regular bags. Some of them. So, okay. But why would I buy even a Coach bag for $300 and my light bill is due? Why am I buying all of that? Where is the poverty, the money mind state, all of that? We need to learn all of that right now.
Absolutely.
First, anything else. Then we start teaching them about stocks. I just learned about that. Stocks with dividends. I need to get stocks that's going to pay me. What do you invest in? Shit you use. Now, since the corona, all the stocks fell. So now you go in. I love it. My son taught me about Stash. Stash is an app where, y'all know Stash, right?
Yeah.
Stash is an app where it's grouped. So now you put a certain amount and it goes to different, and now you're a stockholder, you're a shareholder. You can go to their meetings and all of that. You can be a part of it. You know what I'm saying? And when this company make money, you make money. So I always tell people, listen, buy that. Yo, go buy that brand because I got stocks in that. Like, you're going to definitely make what? So learning that, teaching that. But the first thing you have to do is find out if you're in a relationship, if you have kids. My grandson said, he 18. He said, Grandma, what you going to get me? I said, we gonna start a company. He said, what? I said, yeah, we're going to start a company. So we started a company. And the name of the company is We See Shit Different. Because me and him, he's 18. I'm his grandmother. We don't see things eye to eye. And what we do is we add on pictures and we put sayings. In order for you to win, I got to lose. So, and I ain't trying to lose. So we put little things up there. Free costs too much and cheap is too expensive. So we put little sayings up there with old pictures of Muhammad Ali, like Xboxes and things like that, to also teach them their history so they can see Dorothy Dandridge and all of them, like old black. You know, we want to touch on that, making shirts and hats and stuff. And him, he's the oldest, so he's the CEO. And then all my other grandkids, I got 9. So they all have a company. They all have one company that they're going to have board meetings. They have the bank account. And we're going to sit down and we're going to teach. And that's what they're doing. But what we're not going to do is just buy you some Jordans and buy you all of this and throw it on the floor. I know you lying. I know you lying. So, yeah. But, yeah, that's me.
I like this whole podcast, secondly, was really about our solutions to our listeners, to be honest with you. Like, wow. And while we reach a conclusion, TC, take it away. Whatever you have, like comments, questions, concerns, everything you can think about.
My only question is now, since we know what's happening in today's world, for people who's confused how to start to help showing like support for Black Lives Matters and stuff like that, what's the best way they could start approaching this idea, this problem now? How can they start?
Educating people. We have to have conversations. We have to get people more involved. We have to dispel the fear of being attacked, losing out. You know, we have to let people hear what their fears are. We got to have conversations and educating. We're not focused on, because as you see, they're not asking what your sexual orientation is. They're not asking what kind of job you are. They ain't asking what kind of education. They see one thing. That's it. That's all they're seeing. So having conversations, educating people, listening to people, because people have real fears. What if I do walk out here and be in one of your Black Lives Matter marches, or I be a part, my son or somebody get seen, they target one of the kids. What do we do now? Who's going to be there for us? So people have legitimate fears. They do. You know what I'm saying? And cops don't think the cops don't watch you. And who am I going to grab? I'm not going to grab the strongest one. I'm going to grab the weakest one. So, okay. And we have to teach our children as well, you know, but we have to have these conversations. Now, those people that just feel like all lives matter and Black people are losing their mind, all that. Listen, we ain't got time to entertain them. A lion doesn't turn around when the dog barks. We ain't got time to entertain them. Them on their own, okay? And we need to focus on those that are in front of us and adding more, strength in numbers. And we need to start attacking these damn poll boxes and these, when they go and vote, educating people about voting. We putting these damn people in office. Listen, that's why the LGBT, a lot of things, they put their money together and they started going out here, getting these people that's going to represent them. Because at the end of the day, as they have already said, they ain't looking at the votes. They looking at the check. Yep. Every politician is from, everybody got a price. So we need to start doing that. We can sell chicken sandwiches to get our fucking kids out of jail. We can sell chicken sandwiches to start getting our voices heard and getting our names and who we want on these damn ballots and start educating these people about voting. You know, you got so many people that say, oh, I don't vote. Oh, they're going to pick them. No. Educating people, standing up for our rights, demanding that we have these different services in our community. We need that. But we also need to learn how to speak up for ourselves. We don't need no more chicken fucking restaurants in this area. Where are our natural restaurants? Where are people? Because they're holding up their legs. They make you go through so much trying to open up something if you're Black. You're not doing all of that. And holding our officers responsible, giving them the proper training. Stop doing that, yo, that's my son's wife's brother, and they just sneak their asses in. No, holding people accountable. People have to be held accountable. They have to be trained. They have to. No more. We can't be quiet no more because it's killing us. It is killing us on every level. But we have to educate. We have to. We not wasting no more time. If you don't want to be a part of Black Lives Matter, you want to get out here and help. Everybody got a job. Even if you buy some fucking water, you did your job. Thank you. Thank you. Every little bit helps. Every part on the body is there for a reason. So listen, everyone has a job. We don't want the motherfuckers that's sitting there saying, oh, I don't know. Bye. I ain't got time. We come back and get you. That's it. We ain't got time for them.
It's true.
Because our children are dying at a rapid rate. Our men are dying. Our women are dying. Now they hanging motherfuckers. Can you believe that? It is 2020. You're finding people hung. For real. We are going backwards. No, I don't have time to be sitting there. Oh, I don't know. Bye. Sit your I don't know ass over there. Here's the chicken sandwich and some sweet tea for you and a fan. We'll be back later. Yeah. See you later.
Thanks.
Gone. But but we have to. It's educating. It's talking. It's having open dialogue and listening, because people have honest fears. I'm scared for my son. I'm scared for my daughter. What about in our area? So no, it is coming together. Having all of these churches that are closed. It used to be back in the days where you would go there for a meeting place. They ain't opening the doors. We need people to come out, more community meetings. We need that. And we need to knock on doors. Fuck that. Knocking on doors. Hey, you're having a meeting. Come on. If y'all niggas can sit together and gossip, we can go in here and try to get shit done for our community. Yeah. So, yeah, it needs that. It needs that. It needs more education. Yeah, and listening.
Like Diamond said, silence is the worst thing you could ever do right now. And even for myself, like my mom is scared for me to go to these protests, which I get. She's a parent, you know, losing a child, because people are dying. So I'm happy I have the opportunity to even do this podcast, for example, to spread the word out.
Everybody has a job.
And I want people to know, even if you don't go out protesting, there's many ways to spread the word to help.
Write letters. We're actually being a letter writing campaign, sending letters to people's houses, posting up flyers. It is other ways. Not everybody was meant to be there. Answering phones, making sure they post up different numbers for who they can reach out to. You know, when those protesters get arrested, standing outside, you know, making sure, or calling the families, listen, such and such got arrested. We have this person on hand. If you need to talk, we're going to call at this time. You know, everybody has a job to do. Everyone. No one is obsolete. The ones that are dangerous is, oh, all lives matter. I don't really know. Bye. Because we can't, they're not waiting to kill us. So we definitely can't wait for you to figure out what side you want to be on. What we're not going to do is have your ass stand in the middle of the door and block traffic. Bye. Go on.
Even making a GoFundMe for people and issues just to raise money, that's helping.
Yeah.
It's no excuse now. It really isn't. Because we can sit here.
Everything.
Because we can say, be like, oh, history is repeating itself. Let's change that.
Yeah. But it is. It's really, but that's what they did. Even when they had the Minion Youth March in Harlem, and the police was really horrible, where I took my kids and they stopped the trains, they stopped all that. And the sisters was out there handing out sandwiches, handing out waters, making sure the seniors, they had people driving. Like, it's always something that you can do. That is fact. Sharing it. You got the brother that be out there on live and he's sharing different things to let mothers know, yo, your kid is okay. Look, so you want to talk to your mom? Like, you know, so family members can see, okay, they at the march. It's nothing bad. Okay. You know, because it's a fear. But people need to hear people's fears and not just dismiss them. Mothers have real fears. Listen, I'm sitting here watching y'all kill these people. I don't want my kid to die. So listening to them, you know, and letting them bring it to the table. We don't have to listen. We can agree to disagree, but let's find a solution. We need solutions now. We don't need no more. We already know what the problems are. We're dying. That's it. There ain't nothing else. There's no hidden agenda.
Absolutely.
They killing us. That's it. So what can we do to stop it, fix it, or fight back? Which one is it gonna be?
Absolutely.
That's it. It's a solution.
Absolutely. We need to do our part. We need to do our part. Because I'm telling you right now, I tell you right now, as I'm doing this podcast and, you know, I'm a motivational speaker doing these quotes and everything, I tell you, evil will not win. I promise you that. I promise you that.
Because the streets now, people are tired. People are standing up. People are tired. And we definitely have the attention of the world.
Yes.
Yeah, listen, this is... Most people, like if you've been to I went to the African Museum in DC, and when they went to go see Emmett Till, right? I tell you, these three white people were there, and they were laughing, right? And this lady, she had to be like 90 something, but she was so beautiful, and she spoke so eloquently. She said, "They want you to act up and act out of character, so they don't have a reason to open." So everybody was just so quiet because they had the original casket there. And these three white young kids was there cracking jokes, laughing and all of that. But it was crazy because no one gave them an audience. We went around or we went on the other side, you know, and no one gave them an audience. So after about 20 minutes, because they were 20 minutes, they left. They left.
Good.
Now, somebody else would have hit them. But the elders spoke. And no one gave them an audience. And they were like, this the casket? Oh, wow, look, he looked fucked up. Like they was talking real loud. And I'm like, wow. But it's the same. This man was like Emmett Till. The world saw him die with no remorse. At least that's what they thought. That's why I love what Dave Chappelle said. You killed somebody and you didn't think you was going to get the wrath of God back on you.
Fact.
Like you literally killed someone where the world can see. So you got Brazil, you got London, you got all these places, the Amish, people that wouldn't ever speak up are speaking up now. So this right here is the street. It is the world that is coming back speaking. And you have all of those, which we call them Decepticons, that are in there in between. No, for real, in between.
Megatron and stuff.
What? They're starting. Now they want to, because the transgender female got beat up. Oh, Black Lives Matter, hate gay people. No, they don't. No, they don't. Because at the end of the day, like I said, they don't use a fucking resume. You black, you attacked. That's it. That's the bottom line. It's nothing in between. So they're finding ways. Oh, black men don't want to protect black women. So the Decepticons are put in there for a reason. We loot. We ain't seen no black people loot yet. We saw all white people burning down, going in there, especially in California. Oh my God, they was looting all over the place, getting all the good shit.
And don't forget, some of the cops are looting too, undercover.
Setting it up.
Don't forget about that.
Yeah. In the jury spot.
Where do you think those bricks are coming from? The middle of the road. It wasn't us.
But we don't, they won't, the worst thing that they ever say, and my kids and all of them, black on black crime. I think that's the worst, that's the most ignorant shit I ever hear, for real. Because White people kill white people all day. Chinese people kill Chinese people. Spanish people kill Spanish people.
Facts.
Why y'all only upholding black on black? Are you serious? That's a media play. That's the Decepticons, because they want to separate. And the only way a nation can fail if it's divided. And that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to find all kinds of ways, but we can't lose focus. We cannot turn around because some fucking dogs are barking. We in our lion mode. We got to protect everything. So I don't care who Decepticons are barking. Great. That's good. You think we don't like gay people? Great. Because see, when they get hung, it ain't they ain't worrying about if they were born a boy or a girl. If they black, they gone. That's it. But the Decepticons are there. They there and they got them in. That's how every great black nation or army or anything, come on, move, everything. Everything was done because they put the Decepticons in there. We call them now? The coons, the porch monkeys. Those are the ones that are masters doughboys. So of course they come in, they front like us. That's why I tell people every skin ain't kin. I don't give a fuck. You may look like you, but they Decepticons because just because they look black don't mean they are black. Remember that. So we have to have that. We got to know who's on our army. We got to be careful who we associate ourselves with. We got to have these conversations. We got to talk about what the elephant in the room. We got to listen to people's fears. We have to, and then we got to put action behind it. Talking about it, we can do it until we blue in the face. After that, what's the plan? Let's go. That's it. I don't have no time to see, well, is Sister Morris Jackson coming? Is Sister Anna Mae coming? I don't give a fuck. I'm there. I'm there. Like, nah. So, yeah. So now we put that out there and we get it going.
Self-defense too. We need self-defense.
We should. We used to. We used to. Kids was taking boxing. They was taking capoeira. They was taking kung fu, karate, all of that. We stopped. How do we defend ourselves? And they have it. They have it on Suffolk in Queens. They have it in Brooklyn. These places should be broken. Wakanda. Who was the greatest fighters? These was women sitting there fighting. What? No, we are not doing that no more. You know who's taking those classes? Soccer moms. White soccer moms are in those fucking classes.
Karens.
What? Doing that. Tabo. Back in the day, we was all Taboing it. What happened?
Talk to your manager.
Let me talk to your manager.
Yeah, we do need that.
Please watch out for them people because they're the same.
Oh, they're ready.
No. They are the same reason why the exonerated 5 got in prison.
Listen.
Yeah, that's a diff.
The same reason.
When we were kids.
Emmett Till. The same reason why Emmett Till. Yes. Emmett.
We were. I'm old, but we were there. So when I saw the movie, I cried. I called my brother and I said, "Yo, remember when my mom wouldn't let them outside because it wasn't only in Manhattan. It was Brooklyn, Bronx, Queens. They were picking up all black boys, all of them. It wasn't just there. They was picking them up everywhere. And if you didn't know your rights, a lot of those young kids that are in jail even today is because they were misrepresented and they were used as scapegoats. Wow. So, because they knew half of those crimes were being committed back then were by cops.
Yeah.
They didn't want that because some of those cops were crazy as cat shit. Why? Because they had their brothers, fathers, they were grandfathered in. My father, my uncle was, and my brother was the cop, so I got to be a cop. Not knowing that this nigga was touched by Uncle Russell and beat by Auntie whatever, and they put him in and gave him a badge and a gun. Or half of them didn't like black people at all, because Jersey was known for it. Don't drive through there, black, because your ass is dead. You ain't even making it to the jail cell. So back then, my moms would let my brothers and them go outside. I remember that. Like they couldn't go outside. Like when you know, and kids, you don't really know. But when the cops will pull you over, hey, where you was at this day, you get nervous because, you know, the police is pulling you over. You like, and they'll take you in. And they'll pin a crime on you. Like, come on, homeboy was stuttering. Like, and I went to the sisters only thing and they were there and I got a chance to meet them. And I was like, wow, you know, I remember that. Like, I remember that. I remember that shit. And that's reality hitting you in the face because they would blame you. They would just black. You know, back then we were taught a long time ago, your skin is your sin. You know, your skin is your sin. But it's now happening again. how do you get killed from carrying Skittles, and now the person that killed you is signing it like an autograph? How is it this cop got bonded out? He's bonded out.
Yeah.
Who?
One
How
of
is the NRA the only time y'all
much?
want to say something? He's bonded out. They bond him out.
For $750 million bond?
He's bonded out. He
he's
ain't had that money.
Of course not.
You know, how is it that a white kid can go into a black church and kill everybody and get offered, what do you want to eat?
Burger King or some shit. I remember that.
We do it. We not even making it out to church. We dead before we even, they are going to light us up. So how is it? They had a video of some guy, the white guy, they was telling him to get down to the ground. He fighting with the cops. Not once did he get shot, none of that. You had a dude that was drunk and y'all killed him in the back. You already checked him. He didn't have a weapon. You already checked him. So come on. It is. It's horrible. You don't even want to look at TV. You don't want to get on social media, but you do have to unplug. But you got to stay on top of it because today it's over in Brooklyn. Tomorrow it can be in South Jamaica. The next day it can be in Staten Island. Like, you got to stay on top because you got to get up. You know what I'm saying? And then the news will make it seem like it's always the black person's fault, especially Fox. Watch that shit.
Sometimes CNN. Yeah.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Nah, but no.
So
CNN, no. I give, even though CNN is a liberal state, I do give CNN credit, especially Chris Cuomo.
I don't give Fox. Fox is
Fox. I don't even bother
That's
Fox.
a different.
Yeah.
Don't give them.
Ain't for us. It's not for us. No.
Yeah.
But I'm saying because Chris Cuomo, he gave out a reputation and the statistics of how systematic racism works on CNN. Yes. So even though it's a liberal, a liberal,
I know we can tongue-tie.
Liberal. Yeah.
News, it still brings up some facts.
Yeah. But shout out to Como, for real. I mean, from back then to now, yo, he really has earned his stripes.
Yeah.
And he said it. He said from the WEMA, he said they're tired. And I was like, did he just say that?
All I can say, he's invited to the barbecue.
He sure is. He gets some of the good potato salad. He do. He get the good potato salad.
Cole, were you in the back? Come in the front, man. Come in the front. Yeah.
He has. He has been holding his flag. But I just can't wait till 45 get out the office. And people are quick. Oh, we don't say Trump's name. Why? He's not Voldemort. Like that nigga Trump. We get him out.
Yeah.
There's no fear here.
I never put president in front of his name. I can't do that.
Yeah. No.
I
45.
can't. 45. That's a good 45. One. I mean, you called 45 before.
Yeah, 45. Yeah. I'd be like, 45 Trump is just doing X. But he technically put a hit out on everybody, especially black people and the protesters.
If they loot, you shoot.
There you go.
Mind you, that quote was from a racist person.
No, we already know he racist.
Well, of course, yeah.
But I just knew. I said, if he does this damn campaign at Tulsa on Juneteenth, I hope the ghosts rise up and give this nigga all kinds of heart attacks. I was in here praying. Y'all should have saw me. I was praying. I don't think I prayed that hard in my life. And when they say he changed it, I said, oh, look at that. Thank you. Y'all heard us. Because I wanted him, what? Heart attack, right? We say, what? It just died. Oh. How dare you? How dare you? Like, I was like, is he serious? And he was. But they changed it. Somebody got in his ear. One of his advisors said, listen, you've been doing a lot of shit, but this right here, nah, can't do it.
Because he knew what it was. He knew what it was. Come on. Yeah.
You know what's sad, though? A lot of people of color don't know what Juneteenth is.
Yeah.
That's sad. That's sad. Like, I was in the Coliseum and I was like, hey, doing a live, like, hey, how do you feel about Juneteenth? And they was like, what's that? I was like, what? Are you serious?
What?
Yeah, a lot of people
Even
don't.
Kwanzaa.
They don't. They to tell you about 4th of July. Independence Day. Whose independence, baby? Because not ours. They don't care about us. And it's sad. History has shown us that. And it's sad. But reality had it, like you said. Not only were we stuck in the house, but we definitely got a lot of, as Paul Mooney said, we got a lot of nigga wake-up calls. We really did. So it works.
Right now, we can only go forward. We cannot go backwards no more.
And we can't go to normal because normal didn't work.
No.
So it has to be changes. It will be changes. Right? It's changes now. Because I've never seen the police hold a press conference when they talking about, we are not the monsters. We are not those people that did that. That's not us. Because they did this. Pull it out, take our money out. And now they trying to fix it. But instead of, and even in Atlanta, how does the chief, the captain, would step down? I said, what?
Yep.
What people are.
Yep.
Change is coming. Yes.
Yeah, no choice. That's the one thing. Change is inevitable. That's the one thing we cannot change. Change is coming. How is it going to end when the smoke clears?
Yeah.
I'm praying out of all of this that Black people will unite and really stick together and not just have this and then go back to hating their neighbor. I hope that change. Like we still keep that unity. That's my prayer at the end, for us to maintain the unity, like how we're all coming together now and having conversations and holding people accountable and making Black fathers be Black fathers and Black mothers be Black mothers and stop with the petty shit. So, and investing in their children, investing in themselves. I pray that continues, you know, because it should not go back to where we once were. So we did get a wake-up call and warning and all of that, because we can't still stay. No more being lazy.
Absolutely.
Can't get comfortable.
We got a lot of work to do. We got a lot of work.
Well, listen, so many elders have said it. Dick Gregory, everybody's been talking about it. Before they left their mark. They left the knowledge. They gave us all the tools. We just sat there and watched them as they collected dust. But now we ain't got no choice. We got to clean them shits off and use them. You know? So making schools accountable.
Yes.
Now people will definitely see school is going to be different. It's going to be different. It's going to be different. It's going to be different. Why my child is still at this level? What part? Come on. People got to learn all kinds of stuff. Kids are home all the way until September.
Yes.
And you can't really travel and go on vacation. Shit is closed.
Yep.
You know?
Well, people still go on vacation, even though things are closed.
They do. But I'm not going on vacation to sit in a hotel room. I can stay home. Walk. Save that money for something else.
Because even right now, the Caribbean, like, if you go to Trinidad, you got to be quarantined for 14 days. That's a whole vacation.
So I might as well stay home.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Use
14
that
days.
money. Save it. Save it. Add more money on it. Save it. You know? But the folks are not. They want to hurry up. They get that stimulus. They still curbs. I was at Harlem. They would get curbside, picking those sneakers up. Order online, go pick them up. I was like, wow, what did we learn? We learned that the weed dealer is going to be a millionaire. The home health aide is going to be rich. So everybody going to be dating them this year. And sneakers and all of that is still important.
I never get that. Why rush to get some Jordans if you can't go nowhere? You going to wear in your bed? Like, they sure look good.
Like, dressed to go into the living room. Yeah. Well, listen. People get dressed just to sit in the projects on the bench. So
that's true. Have your Georgie bottle in their hand and everything. So
there you go. So you know, this is the time where you can learn. This is our quiet time. What happened? You get sat down, read a book, get yourself a book, read, educate yourself, learn about history. Your quiet time. We on punishment. Shit, might as well make the best of it. You know, for those people that lost their job, I pray that, you know, some roads open up and they get it. But I always tell people, even birds come down to eat. You can't look high. You can't sit high and look low on people because, like I said, today is them. Tomorrow could very well be you.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it is. It's a lot. It's a lot that we need to learn, unlearn. It's a lot for us to get together. But we definitely have to start with our homes, conversations, being open and honest about things and holding people accountable. Yeah.
And it's free. We should. That's all I can say. It's free. It's not gonna cost you a day to talk about this.
Yeah, but people. The first thing they say, I told you, you got more excuses than that man on death row. Yeah, so it is. It is. But I appreciate this. I love y'all. Y'all are amazing. If y'all have any more questions, I love y'all. Thank you as always, because I love y'all. I am, because for me, love means lots of vital energy. So as long as I have it, I give it to y'all. But definitely cop those books. Y'all will be so happy.
But I'm
sending it to a homeboy. The first book is The Way of the Superior Man.
Yes.
It's the spiritual guide to mastering the challenges of women, work, and sexual desires. But it's for brothers.
You gotta look this up on Amazon because that sounds
good. It is. It's a great book. It's for brothers. Laura London gave it to Nipsey Hussle before she started dating him, and then she also told Charlamagne the God. Don Ruiz for The Mastery of Love. It talks about relationships, and I heard when David Banner spoke about it, so I had to read it, and I'm gonna send it to a friend of mine, and he's a male, and he needs this, So we need to do that for people that are trying to get out of the poverty mind state. Think and Grow Rich is a great book to start with because we have to change our mind, the way we see things and how we view money. And then the next thing should be Rich Dad Poor Dad. Read those. Read those because it changes the narrative of how. And then start going and educating yourself of stocks with dividends because we want to get money back. But also read up, follow the stock market, start reading up on it. Start following people that are doing investments and trading and all of that. Read on it. Educate ourselves because we need to be educated about money. We are so far behind when it comes to finances. We know how to make it. We just don't know how to make it make more. We don't. So because we live in the now. Everything is the now. And we shouldn't do that. We should be able, and this is why I love Ifa, of what I practice. We should be able to have the goal plan for 16 future generations. Our great-grand or our next generation for up to 16 years should not have to be worrying if they're going to eat oodles or noodles or not. We should leave the roadmap. So what are we doing to prepare for the next 16 generations to come? What are we doing? How are we making it better? How are we doing generational wealth? What are we doing? Because if we keep going the way we're going, or we're going to lead them in some sneakers and a goddamn belt and a bag. And that's not helping nobody. So what are we doing? We have to change the narrative. We have to start having conversations. We have to teach. But first we have to teach ourselves because we can't teach nothing if we don't know it.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
So
Now that we are closing into this podcast, thank you so much for being in this podcast.
Thank you. Thank you
for educating us as well, because I learned a lot today.
Me. I love it.
Yes.
I love it.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. How can our listeners reach you, follow you, everything, social media, like how?
Okay, so on Facebook, I have Ifa Abeyo, right? And Love Supplies Botanica. And Black owned, right? So, and on Mondays, I have on Instagram called Get Mug Monday. So what we do is we talk about life and spirituality. I just had a series of just finding men and how they deal with spirituality. On Wednesdays, I have conversations with Ifa Abeyo on Facebook Live, and I have different guests. We're going to have a young sister that does investment bankings and things like that. There's no more GoFundMe to bury people. We ain't doing that no more. We need to learn about life insurance and policies and where it can be affordable. So she's coming on the show. Black sister, she's going to educate us. She's going to tell us how to do, what are the best ones, what do we look for in getting insurance. Is it better to have a group? Is it better to be single? How it goes about, because when you see all those numbers, you just be like, okay, I don't know. So she's going to teach us on that. But I definitely have it on Wednesdays at 6 o'clock. And on Sundays, we have Sunday's Best. And I give a platform for new spiritualists that are starting out in this and they can get online and read for free. So I do that on Sundays at 2 p.m. So you can find me on Instagram, Ifa Abeyo 53. Find me on Facebook, Twitter, Ifa Abeyo, and WordPress. Love Supplies Botanica on WordPress is my site. So yeah, and I'm always somewhere. I'll be in Omaha on the 25th to the 29th, teaching spirituality at the Conjure Shop in Omaha, Nebraska. It's a lot of us. We have the Conjure Caravan. I have my homeboy Candelo Cadisa, Professor Porterfield, Hoodoo Simwaze, Tata Kempo, Yvette the Motown Witch. Like, it's a plethora of us. And we all go out and we educate the masses, not only about spirituality, but we have these conversations like now. We talk to people, we bring them all together because people have their fears and we need to listen. How can we help you if we don't know what's wrong? Can't fix something if you don't know what's broken. So yeah, we do this as well. So yeah, so I appreciate you. You know, I always love you, Diamond, because you my man. Now I love TC, so there I am. I'm full of energy. I can't help it.
Thank you.
I can't help it. But yeah,
yes.
so thank you though. So when you get it out, make sure you share it so I can put it on there because I am so happy. I am only 1,000 away from having 10,000 followers. I'm gonna get the blue check.
Okay, so we're gonna help spread that word. We're gonna help.
I'll get the blue check. But now I'm at 5,000 friends, but get the blue check.
Okay.
Deal. You know.
Okay.
I love y'all all. Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Yes.
And make sure y'all put it up so I can share it and put it all over because I'll be out of Facebook jail tomorrow. So I got reported.
Keep that noted.
All right.
Okay.
That noted.
Yes.
All right, babe.
Yes.
Thank
you.
All right.
Yes.
Absolutely. I love it. So inclusion of this, the Hall of Famer is all the, the ones that are protesting, want to make a change, and, all the ones that really just are tired and saying Black Lives Matter. Like, listen, I'm tired of this. It's time to change. It's time for the system to change. Those are the Hall of Famers. Now, for the Geek of, I'm not even going to say the Geek of the Week for these people. I'm going to say the shame of the people of the week are the ignorant ones, the All Lives Matter ones, the Blue Lives Matter ones, and all that. Like the people that says All Lives Matter, shame on you. Learn your history. Learn the history for not being ignorant. Learn all that. Seriously. And sometimes the system has to be built down to be built down to be built back up.
Yes.
Word.
And I just want to say one thing to that. If you have nothing else better to say, shut the fuck up.
Word.
Let the people who try to make a difference do their thing because you're not helping us. You want to add nothing to the cause we're making? Sit back and we're going to prove to you guys that change is going to come.
Absolutely. Yes.
Because right now, we cannot go backwards and we cannot sit here in the same spot saying, it'd be fine. No. Now is the time to make this change. Now's the time.
It's all up to us. It's all up to you. It's up to us. Change starts within. Let's get it.
Yes.
Diamondcast Incentives, episode 8. TC, definitely appreciate you. Definitely.
No problem.
www.diamondcashincentives.com. If you need any inspirational quotes, I got face masks out. Please, I got face masks. I'm about to get hand sanitizers out. Just everything, please. If you need one, I got you. Seriously.
Please show support, guys.
Yes, please follow TC too. Please follow TC too. Everything he does. Word, like Instagram, Facebook, please tell them.
Yeah, you can find me at tcpayne on Instagram, and I have some stuff in the future, but that's a discussion for later on.
Word. Oh, sorry. So you can catch up on Anchor, Speaker. We have so many that we're gonna be. This podcast is gonna blow up. I know it. Yeah.
Yes.
This part and just today, this episode it's high. It's all time high, and Yeah.
This episode is very important because I hope the audience realize that we all need to hear stuff like this.
Yes.
Because the world is not going to be the same.
Absolutely.
It's not.
Yes.
We have to go into we have to learn and adjust to what's going to be happening because right now we need all the help from everybody.
Yes.
Because enough is enough. Enough of the lies that we've been told. Enough. It's now time, like Martin Luther King. He wanted us to become all unit, like a big one unit. It's time. Enough of the. It's time with the white devils. I hate to sound like that, but the white devils tell us what to do. Mm-hmm. We need to stop believing in man and stop believing in us. We can make the movement. We don't have to have somebody else to make the movement for us.
Yes.
It's time. Time for a change.
It's time. As I said, it's time. As I said before that stop button. As I said before, the quote of this episode. As I said before, society is a devil's playground, but if we unite, we could change this into God's kingdom. Period.
Mm-hmm.
Word.
Amen. Amen.
All right, y'all.
Amen.
Episode 8. Thank y'all for listening.
It's over. Thank you, guys. Catch you later.
Thank you.